Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the world champ himself, some of the best analysis of the game. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the multi-world champion, the multi-champion, a legend and icon to the Call of Duty space, Patrick Price, a.k.a. Aches. We got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benjay Nassim. And today, we got a special guest in the building, the superstar from Optic, Texas, the multi-FPS champion, the world champ, the MVP of Major 3. Give it up for Shotzzy. That's what I'm talking about. What's
like
going
good ass
on?
intro, Tommy.
You like that? I literally just came up with that on the fly. Just on the fly.
Nah, that shit was godlike.
You know what
The
I
only
mean?
problem with the intro is Tommy doesn't get any gas for doing the intro.
It's okay.
Nah,
I don't
that shit
need
was
gas.
good as fuck.
It's okay. I don't need no gas. I'm chilling. And I appreciate you hopping on, bro. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you, brother.
Of course, bro.
What you guys scrim today? You guys practiced it all today?
Yeah,
Or warmed up some teams, probably. Probably warmed up some teams, huh?
We played. Who the fuck did we play first set? Oh yeah, we played Breach, and then we warmed up Carolina.
Yo, phenomenal.
Seems like we did a good warm up. That's
Yeah, nice. Yeah, they definitely played FaZe close today. We'll obviously get to that match. Duarte, how you doing, Chris? You doing all right? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, feeling good. Got a haircut. Watched some CDL games. I thought, Ravens might have actually been able to close one out, but once again, they, go last map and they overswept by FaZe.
Yeah, which was a tough one for sure. They played well today too. It was that was a tough loss for them. We'll obviously go over that match. That was the last match of the day. Benjay, you feeling all right? You doing all right? I know you were your stomach was in shambles today from the Jimmy Johns.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I yacked. It was bad. Honestly, I had an interesting morning. I woke up super early because I drank a lot yesterday. Expecting the Memorial Golf Tournament.
No,
But I was fine. I was fine this morning.
Okay.
Then I got roasted in Nade's chat this morning.
Scott was,
I
Scott was blacked out on stream day.
I woke up at like 6 a.m. I was like, oh, Valorant's on. I'm gonna go watch it in Nade's chat. Not as in Jay. He knows. I've tried to put some positivity in there. But unfortunately, Matt, he's passionate, and honestly, 100 Thieves kind of tossed map one, and he kind of crashed out and focused on me. So that was good fucking content. But yeah, no, I did a half day today, and unfortunately, I got kind of sick in the middle of the day. But I do feel better right now. I appreciate you thinking about me, Tom.
Yeah, sorry. Gizmo's going nuts, so just making sure Gizmo can quiet down a little bit. And then, of course, we got the one and only, the multi-world champ, the multi-champ, Mr. Patrick Price. Pat, how's XDefiant going? How's everything going in life? How's everything going, brother?
Everything's going good, Tom. Another double XP weekend on XDefiant.
Oh, yeah.
I'm mainly just kind of getting ready for this move in the next couple of weeks. Going back to Dallas. So just a lot going on, trying to balance it all, but things are good, Tom. I wish Carolina would have lost today 3-0 though. I'm tired of these teams putting up fights, taking it the distance, when the reality is they're just gonna lose it at the end of the day anyway. So
yeah.
Yeah, it just wasted my time.
I mean,
Tom.
it honestly is tough for them. I'm not gonna lie. When they take them to a last map, or they go up 2-0, and it's like, hey, you need one more map, and they just can't close it out, Pat. They can't close it out.
I did tell you though that Gwen Moore, that hit, Tom. That hit.
The Gwen, did it go through today, Pat? Did it go through?
By a lot, Tom.
Well, that's good to hear.
He had 61 and his line was 51.
Yeah, I mean, today was an absolute masterclass for me, to be honest with you. But the power play I did put in did not go through. It actually did not go through.
Tom. It happens.
It happens. It was a tough one, but, we keep it pushing. But that's good. Glad you guys are all doing good. Today we had 3 series today, so we'll hop right into them, tell you guys kind of what's going on, maybe even take a look at the standings, because a lot of these matches matter now. I know I've seen some of the comments. I know there's only 3 weeks left until Major 4, and then we have champs, so I know we're getting to that time of the year where some people just like, they think it's a snooze, and they don't want to watch some of these games, but at the end of the year, when it's so close in the standings, like every single 10 points matters here. This is all like super important. So we'll go through these matches. If we have some extra time at the end, we'll do a little trivia and we'll get it going. So let's switch it over and let's begin. First series of the day. We had a Seattle Surge going up against the New York Subliners. Oh, yeah, and before we begin, Sam LaRue Octane is still on vacation, folks. He's having a very long...
Rich.
He's having a long vacay.
Where'd he go?
I think he went, Pat, he's in your neighborhood, is he
He's
not?
in my state, Tom. And he didn't ask for permission. It was crazy.
He went on vacation in Pat's state and didn't check in with Pat. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Yeah, hopefully we get Sam back sometime during the weekend. I also see Dylan attached to the chat. Dylan, you're more than welcome to hop in here too. Any pros that are in the chat can hop in if they want to hop on the show. You're more than welcome. But let's start things off. New York, they go up against Seattle. New York get the W today, a 3-1 victory over to Seattle Surge. Seattle was able to take the first map, the Vista Hardpoint. It was also pretty comfortable from them. They played really well in the map 1, but then get swept the next 3 maps here. Let's scroll down and take a look. Oh, Jesus fucking fun. Almost a red carpet here. 0-4 saving them from that with a clean 1.0. So clearly the Seattle Surge had some problems here today when shooting back against New York. We'll go down the list. Pat, we'll start with you. Pat, what are your thoughts today over with the New York-Seattle series? What are your thoughts?
I mean, Tom, like, I think the little man allegations are over. I don't understand, though. You know, I think Sib is one of those players that needs ammo to play well, and I feel like he really needs to be able to channel this against other teams. Because, I mean, we've talked about it before. Like, this guy has all the talent in the world. I just feel like he needs to find a way to challenge this kind of mentality when he's playing, like wearing the other team's merch, flicking them off. Like he needs to get in that zone. So I think, you know, obviously I don't think other teams are going to insult him the way 0-4 did, but I think he needs to kind of like just channel that.
He's got to find a way to naturally get himself into that mindset. You know what I mean? Maybe he should just think about 0-4 every match, whether he's playing him or not. And just like pretend like he's playing.
It's a good shout.
Dante played great today. Played great. Was the MVP of the day. I mean, if he's playing like this, I mean, he had over 100 kills in a series. I mean, this team is just going to be even harder to beat, right? Like that's kind of what we talked about with New York throughout the year. Is kind of just like Paco's been consistent and everybody else has kind of been like up and down. They've all had their moments, of course. They're all great players. It's just seeing these guys do it all together on the same day, right? That's something we've talked about a lot with these guys, and they came out and got the dub today. Chris, what did you think of the series, man? New York versus Seattle.
I mean, New York looked good. They still continue to do well in controls. Their S&D seems like it's back up to form. The hard point, you know, still a little iffy. Obviously, just they did drop one to Seattle. Granted, it's probably one of their better maps, and they were able to take a closer Rio. But you know, they look clean in the search and destroy, and that's kind of what like was carrying them for a while. They still ended up getting a hard point victory. I mean, I'm not mad about the series. Sib had an absolute banger series. Honestly, I don't know why Sib can't channel that energy versus other teams. I don't remember if y'all remember, but a lot of people be coming on this show and saying that New York sucks. New York is Killhorn, blah, blah, blah. I've seen lots of pros have that take when it comes to their entire roster. Like these guys, obviously, they still got something to prove to the rest of the league, especially to their top 4 counterparts. He needs to get in that rhythm like consistently if this team wants to elevate further. Kismet, I think he had a slow series in terms of stats, but I mean he played all right. He's kind of like my number one when looking at him for this roster to challenge the other top 4 teams.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good map 2, good map 3, and a good map 4. I think it was just the first map where he struggled a little bit. But I think one thing with Kismet is he definitely has been playing better. For sure, compared to what he was at prior. Is he 100%. Playing the best that he could be playing? Probably not. I mean, he would probably even tell you. He might even be in the chat. But yeah, I definitely think he's definitely improved. But Ben, what did you think about the series, Seattle versus New York?
I thought an interesting dynamic of this series is Seattle, for all of their control improvements, have you not yet figured out Karachi? So Karachi control got banned in the series. And unfortunately for Seattle, you don't have confidence on Karachi. You give New York the opportunity to pick High Rise, which is probably their most confident control map. And I think that momentum was really key for New York to get the swing mode in the series and then close out the real hard point. We'll probably get to that in the clip. But it's kind of the fine margins between the top 4 teams and everybody else. Seattle have a big weakness in their map point control. New York, not so much. And that ended up being kind of part of the difference there.
Yeah. Anything else to say before we hop into some clips, gentlemen? All right, let's hop in. First clip of the day, we head over to Vista. Now, these P4s were causing New York's problems here in the map number 1. And Ben, I don't know if you want to poke Dante. I think he's in the other call, but maybe we can ask him some of the questions. Gotta ask him some question here. But I know he said he was busy, so he might not be able to come on. But these P4s, man.
Tom.
Oh, he went to the gym. Yeah, these P4s have been causing problems for New York. You can see how they have the spawns for next. They allow Abuza to waltz through old. He's able to find a pick, and then one guy plays through mid. He finds a kill. And then it's just kind of like a funnel from Seattle. They were just able to flip these spawns, and it just seemed way too easy from Seattle. I wanted to pick your guys' brain, Chris, Ben, Pat, even Ant in the call now. What do you think happened here for New York? It seemed like they turtled a little bit.
Let me go first because I actually talked to Caesar about this play because I think the context probably will help.
Yep.
On their end, they felt that this play upcoming here was a communication error that they communicated, hey, like someone might just kind of run up the stairs, go down, and needs to get picked up because Caesar's just kind of watching the balk.
Yeah.
And it just didn't get picked up in time, and yeah, that's how this broke down. Otherwise, New York would have had a huge lead.
That's why I talked about maybe them turtling because they they sat back so much, and when they could have probably just been pushed up here on the desk and shit, just challenging this, so they couldn't sneak through. But yeah, definitely a miscommunication as well. If they called that this was open and they didn't pick it up. But go ahead, Chris. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, yeah, they're spread too thin. Just all isolatable gunfights. Seattle took advantage of that. They picked every single player one by one, and then just stayed alive, and then slowly just broke them down. Spawner after spawner. So, they just had to play tighter. Maybe isolate, some more stack a couple more angles instead of trying to get everything. It probably would have worked out better for them.
Yeah, maybe just rearrange the setup. Like if you're gonna play in the back like this, just make sure you guys have crossfires to where they can't sneak through. Definitely a good play from Abuza, right? Like finding those gaps and being able to. I said this during the watch party. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but somebody was like, "Oh, why is it always like somebody made a mistake in Troll? Why isn't it ever like, oh, Seattle just made a good play there, right?" And I argued to that. Well, that's kind of how COD is, right? Like the best teams are the ones who make the least amount of mistakes, right? So if a team makes the least amount of mistakes, they're most likely going to win the map, and good teams will also take advantage of mistakes, right? Like if a team makes a mistake,
100%.
That's what makes good teams. That's what makes good players is being able to take advantage of that.
It's always on the defending team to make a mistake. That's just how the game is. When you're defending, the advantage is to you, most of the time, because the other team has to make a play to break your setup. So if you either don't have an optimal setup or your setup is particularly weak in a certain way, Seattle can make a great play by dissecting it and breaking it down. But at the end of the day, most of the time, it's going to come down to you fucking something up for them to even have an opportunity. So.
Agreed. Then we get into a listening with Seattle Surge. They were going crazy in this listening, so we have to pull it up. Hook was going nuts. So let's tune in and see how Seattle Surge sound.
Someone's capped. I'll bait for you. I'm coming, guys. You be back left. I think one's gonna be off.
Definitely gonna be back left.
Café. Steve, one is café. Café, one is close right. Nice. Yeah, one Steve was café. We flip. I'm going on the back. Follow me, Kato. On me. I'm on the back. Flip. One on the back. On the back is winning big. Two on the back. Dali, two on the back. One's gonna be shot. They're gonna stack them, guys. Yeah, I'm weak. You gonna streak? Keep it. Cap is one shot. What's his life? Sure. Afundi. Take your time. Nice.
Nice, no problem. Let's fucking go.
How much are you back down?
Get this side.
Yeah, I'm on team. I'm on HP. Charming speak.
He's hiding heavy.
I'm gonna that shit.
He's still heavy and chop. Yo, and Bow cutting. He ran Ivy Kiz.
Stop on me. Dead on the back. One secret. Back down, guys, okay? One circle. Give me a sec, I'm going for guys. Give me a sec, guys.
Circle one shot. Circle weak and Kiz is weak too.
Give me a sec, guys. Nice.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for the listening with Seattle Surge. What'd you guys think?
I mean, yeah.
That's
decent.
I mean, you team with Kyler. Like, what do you think?
No, I feel like Kyler this year, just by the listening, it's so funny because obviously we teamed this year, or no, last year. What the fuck am I saying? Last year, and then my first year. So his Kyler definitely a lot different. I feel like this year he's more trying to command the troops, and I feel like you could kind of tell just because it's kind of impacting his overall individual like fucking what is it?
That's
Yeah, individual stats. And I mean, someone has to step up on that team. I feel like Booza and Brezzy probably aren't like used to doing that, so
Yeah.
Kyler kind of stepping in for that.
I feel like Hook is reverse aging, bro. His like voice is getting so high pitched in those listen-ins, and on top of that, he's got like hella passion. Like typically, as players get older, it's like they just become more like mellowed out, and like he's not like that at all. So
Yeah. No, I mean, I just love the passion. I love the energy.
He's
I love
up
it.
every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. His energy, even last year, bro. Even like scrims, like because I feel like matches, like you definitely tend to go more like crazy, obviously. But even as scrims, he'd be going fucking insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, having that energy as a teammate is definitely good though. So shout out Kyler.
Ben, that's one thing we've always talked about with Kyler, right? Like, every day he's going hard as fuck. We love that about Kyler, right? Like, you always knew every day he was going to be giving it everything he's got. And that goes a long way because a lot of people do not do that. But Ben, what were you going to say? Sounded like you were going to say something.
No, I just wanted to kind of agree with everybody else. I think like, the way they play, which is so straight up, is kind of hit shit together. They need Kyler to kind of, do a little bit of small talk to make sure they group up and hit stuff out. And you see with teams like when they play that way, Kyler isn't always going to be going double pause, but he's setting up Abuza, Brezzy, 0-4 behind him to get multi-kills and kind of win the team trade. So it's their style. They're going to play it, and it's a funny listening.
And now let's move on, and we get to the second before, right? You can see again, New York, again, they have the favorable spawns. They also get the kills here right before this. So Seattle all spawning out front. They continue to get kills, but somehow, some way, they throw it away, and it's Abuza who finds a big two-piece. It's a headshot onto Civ, finds a guy off that fountain. And honestly, I think that was more, again, it looks like, I don't even know how Abuza was able to just waltz down the stairs and get an angle here onto Skies. Or sorry, he not waltz down the stairs. I don't know how he was able to get an angle here onto Skies. Just really good shots from Abuza there. I mean, that's typical. I just don't think Caesar thought that there was an angle there for Abuza to see him. And he just picked his head off. And we've talked about Abuza. He's been great for these guys. He's able to find a big two-piece, and right there, that was just more Abuza with the individual play. Finds a big two-piece here. They break on in, and they build this lead a little bit more. Now, you guys can see just a couple of these hills. New York, they get there early. They get the setups. And Seattle finding ways to break on in and playing gritty here. So they take the map one. It was a good place from them. Then we head over to the Invasion. This is the Invasion S&D. I want to take us to the 1-3 round. This is just a good round from New York because I love the way they played this. I wanted to highlight it here. They actually ran away with this map number 2. It was a really comfortable S&D here for New York, but definitely wanted to show just this one round from them because they were able to get a first blood here. And it's what they do after the first blood that I really liked. I think it was 0-4 who challenges Dark. And then after that happens, they end up breaking some ankles here. They get the 1 kill Dark, so they decide to back on in. And then the guy here, B-side, he starts reading that there's presence on the other side of the map, and New York might rotate. He tries the bite, and then as soon as he goes down goes Brezzy. They wrap the bomb back to B. So just keeping Seattle on their toes. Obviously, it's really hard for Seattle to try and read some of these plays when New York is kind of dipping and diving to both sides.
Hold on. Are we a fan to play that Brezzy made in that situation in 3v3?
I
think he should just be pushing.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be pushing by himself. He doesn't need to. I think why he did it is he probably thought New York were wrapping bomb and that they all bounced back. But I think you should still expect one person to be sitting there. I think right here, once Hook gets the kill, and then Hook is trapped here in Cafe, I think Brezzy thought he could find an opening and find a gap and get pushed up.
I just think, Tom, sorry to cut you off. It's like, the reason I think it's a bad play is like, if they're rotating A, they have a guy like mid-wall. Like he's seeing the cross. He has the info if they slide back all the way around. Plus, obviously, them rotating back on Kyler. I just don't see what the Brezzy play was going to get them. Like he's got to stay alive.
Number 3 could have either went to go help him, or like he was sitting on that wall, so he would have essentially called out all of Kyler's cross. If a guy went back mid tank and wrapped them, or ran through B dom, number 3 would have saw him. So, Brezzy had 0 reason to push, but also 0-4 dying is like the reason that round even got out of hand. They had no tacticals. Like they threw everything and they didn't get anything. If 0-4 lives here, it's going to cause New York to run into a absolute demon setup or wrap all the way back and probably lose the round if 0-4 doesn't die.
Yeah.
But yeah, even then, Brezzy had no reason to. Number 3 essentially has all of his cross right now. He can tell. Kyler literally can just pick his nose here. He doesn't even need to go gas. He could sit in mannequin and just be like, all right, a guy crossed to you, back mannequin. All right, play for that kill.
Yeah, good shots from Sib to find that first blood onto 04. But yeah, I agree, Chris. 04, I think he got a little caught out. I know he was feeling himself a little bit. I know he got an ace in this one, so he's probably just feeling himself, overchowed a bit, and got taken down. But good plays from New York. And then the next round that I have for us here in the S&D is the 2-4 round here. Let's switch on over, go over here. This was just a mixy round. I thought if Seattle could win this round here, that they might be able to do it. And this one just got interesting. Seattle, they tried the blind counter, the B push, by hitting through Broken. It was actually Brezzy who finds a big two-piece after Hodja finds the first blood, but it's a streak that comes in from Dante. Once a streak comes in and finds one, Skies was able to trade Brezzy. It all comes down to Hook. I thought for a second here Seattle was going to be able to do it, but again, New York just too comfortable. They let Dante get streaks, and New York was able to run away with this one. Hook, he tried to go all the way around, but they spotted him. Dante, good read from Hook here to take him out back. I think that was the only opportunity there where I thought Seattle, if they win that round, maybe they're able to tie it up and bring it back. But, I mean, New York slowly just ran away with it. No point in showing the last round either. Last round, New York just blundered them. It was a good map, too, from New York. There wasn't much to talk about in that one. Then we hop on over to the Control. It was actually the first offense, the first round where offense, or where New York was able to win an offense here. And they actually ended up doing it by lives. I think this is the biggest play right here. It's just a minute left on the clock. Seattle, you can see how much of their lives have drained, and that's just what New York does, right? Like, they're able to get on point, stop clock, get in your spawn, work these spawn traps, and they were able to just slay Seattle down here in the Control. I think here, initially, I don't know if there's anything that you guys see from Seattle's setup, but I think Paco getting underground and winning a fight there, I think that really opened things up. It gave Seattle 4 lives now. They had to really just slow things down. Not really much that they can do. They're kind of trapped in the spawn here, and we all know about the high-rise blender. It was the first offensive round that kind of fucked over Seattle here. But what did you guys think about the Control?
Never had control of this round, Tom.
No, they got blundered the whole entire round. Just spawn kills. I mean, you guys know how it goes on high-rise. It was a good round from them. And then after that, we go into the 2-1 round. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, just because people keep talking about it. What is up with these propanes, bro? Because they're not making any sense right now. And I thought the updates came in. And the reason why I say that is because we get into this 4th round here, and we all know how important breakoffs are. And Hook finds a gap. He finds a gap. He's flanking 2 people here on the B side. Look at where the propane kills him from here. I'm like, bro, if he kills top propane, now then this guy B has to turn. They get the kills. They get out the spawn. They're probably on this B point here. Like, you see this shit?
How does 04 dude?
Like, look at this shit. Bro, Hook literally is making the play right now. He's making the play, and then look at his face, too. After he dies, he
You
loses.
mean 04. You mean 04, right?
No, 04 dies.
Sorry, 04 dies. Hook killed 04. Yeah, Hook killed 04 lost composure, bro. He started leaning back and shit. He's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like,
and I don't know. Apparently it was the fucking the fucking, because there used to be like canisters or some shit like next to the fucking propane, at least like on the A1.
yeah.
And I think that's what they removed. I don't think they actually removed the propane blowing up.
But this is great. Look at Kismet. Look at where he's standing right now.
It's been like that since the start.
Bro, he's literally standing on the pro. I thought, I guess maybe they made some adjustments, but they still didn't overall fix it as a whole yet. Somebody said propane tank rookie of the year this year. I mean, that's insane.
It's undefeated, Tom. I mean, you got to think.
Yeah, but that was the one offense that you saw New York win was the only offense win of the game, and then they were just able to hold on by winning their defenses. So not much in the Control. Just wanted to talk about the propane because I thought it was an update and I thought they fixed it, but I guess they didn't. Which is like, I think it was Maven who says we got to get you guys an update on the update and figure out what's going on here. So hopefully maybe Maven can help us out. But I want to go into the Rio. I saw some mistakes in the Rio that I wanted to talk about. We start things off here on the P2 here. Ben, you raged here because Hook gets this kill here and then you lost composure. I don't know why you were flipping out here. Why were you flipping out, Benjay?
I was raging about this play?
Yes, bro. You were like, oh, man, what are they doing? What's New York doing? This and that. He said they noticed a guy back here. Why? I mean, you could go back to the Watts party. You were freaking out here. You were like, man, you started grunting and shit.
I don't know why I was raging. I mean, they went back to kill the guy off of Old, and I guess Dante kind of slow plays it because they don't know where the guy is in the back, but then he's sort of out of the play, and then at that point they spawn out. So I think it's just.
I think that's mainly just Hook poops on him on Roto.
Yeah.
Hook just
Well, they
poops
they
on
also
him.
just they have to slow down.
This
'cause
needs
they
to be
wanna make
traded
sure they
here.
kill the guy fold.
This
Yeah.
needs to be traded.
Yeah.
Hook
No,
poops
Kyler
on
gets
him.
his
He
bag.
buys them time here, and then that flips him out too. The 2 kills that Kyler gets, they spawn across the map. And Brezzy doing a good job after those kills, getting pushed up, making sure that New York can't spawn there. He's blocking those spawns, and he wins the one-on-one here. I think Kismet should have won this. He had him tagged up in a corner. Brezzy hits him with a nice drop shot. Just good individual plays there from the Seattle Surge.
But-
They were able to break on in.
But
What's up,
go
man?
go back a little bit. I actually wanted to see something real quick.
Yeah, sure. No problem. What you looking at here, Ant? What you seeing over there? What you seeing, man?
So at 6, so at Caesar got out, they get us spawns,
Yeah, they all
Right.
spawn here. Yeah.
and then Kyler gets what, a 2-piece.
Kyler poops on him here. Yeah. He finds one. He finds a second. He buys a
And
little
then
bit of
Dante
time.
runs at him. Okay.
Or Kismet runs
And
at him.
then, okay, this is what happened. Okay, I was
Yeah.
just confused. Once Kiz got this kill, he was like aiming the back as if they're all spawning there. But I like watching it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Why he did
Yeah,
that?
If-
and Caesar loses a gunfight trying to cut off these guys coming in front. Like he wins that. It gets a little bit mixed here. They got time to get like back in the play, but instead, they're 3-1 spawning out. GG's.
Yeah. Good individual plays there from Hook, and also a big 1v1 win from Brezzy there. So he was able to get in. Then we go over to the P3 hill. Take a look what 04 does for the break here. Seattle had such a good start to this map. The P1, P2, they do great. 04 somehow is able to dive into the hard point, finds one, finds two, jumps the corner, and finds a third onto the Bulldog. That's because it is a 3-piece from 04. I thought just after seeing that, I thought we were going to see a last map here for a second with the way that he was able to get in there. And then, of course, Seattle, they continue to win those trades, and they're able to lock down some even more time here early on. So just good plays coming in from players from Seattle. Clearly, these guys can shoot. But this is where I start seeing some mistakes. I want to go over to the second P4. This is a big break here for New York. You can see the score here. Seattle has a lead. They have that P4 hard point. They're kind of getting blittered at all, but it's the spawns that come in. Look at these spawns. Are those spawns normal? Is this normal here?
Wait, which one?
So look, number 8 spawns Sib. He spawns P2 side, right? And then after he spawns P2 side, player from Seattle spawns behind him. And then another player from Seattle, I think, spawns behind him. Yep, another player from Seattle spawns behind him. And I think he's reading it. He should be able to read it.
Wait,
'cause his team-
it's mind
Go
fucking me
back to
because
the initial flurry before number 8.
yeah, it's mind fucking me because bro, the colors look so similar, dude.
Yeah, the white and the light blue, they do.
So right now, Seattle's blocking the spawn. So number 8's gonna spawn. Yeah.
And then he dies. Then that guy
And then
dies.
they die, so they give up the spawn.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
the
makes
other
sense.
Spawn.
Makes sense.
Makes
and he read
sense,
it.
it's
Dante
just-
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Dante just makes the play. He stays alive. He reads it. Then he's able to find one onto Brezzy. And now these guys on point, like they're tweaking. They start challenging shit. They're freaking out. They have somebody on their pinch. The trades come in, and then boom. You can see Kismet. He finds a couple kills there. And now what looked like Seattle potentially running away with this one. Now it's New York who get in there. So just good play, good heads up play from Sib to read those spawns there. I'm sure as soon as those calls came in from his teammates about them spawning up by P3, he instantly knew where to look. So good reads from Dante. He played
Wait,
good.
you said those colors look the same?
Nah, I'm
They
like
do
kind
a
of
little
colorblind
bit,
when it
bro.
comes down to
They
that
do a
shit.
little
Are you
bit.
actually colorblind?
Like similar colors, it's really hard to tell. Like no bullshit.
But they're not similar.
If you have
like-
high brightness, I could see it. I could see it if it's high brightness.
Nah,
Yeah,
it might be
no
my
doubt.
digital vibrance or some
Damn,
shit. I don't know.
Duarte, why you on his ass? Duarte, he's a special guest.
Because I know the chat would want me to. Because the chat was on his ass. They were like, "Yo, they're
They
not
were
the
on his
same."
No, it actually does. The light blue and the white, they're so bright. Like they do look a little
Did it
similar.
for chat, man. Did it for chat.
I
No, no.
fear that color is teal, not light blue. But all good.
Oh, here we go.
Christ, we're
Oh,
all
shit,
fucking
okay,
colorblind.
man.
Here we go. You see what I got to deal with? This is unbelievable.
I thought it was
fucking-
green.
oh.
Dylan.
Let's go into a listening with the New York Subliners, and then we'll go to the end of the map here. Got Mixie here.
Yeah, that's it. Back left. Back left. I got needed you. The left. There must be back behind you. This side as well.
One shot, yo.
They're both weak. They're both weak.
Shooting you.
There's one more there. Cash it. One more there. Good job.
They're mid, they're beating down. I'm mid dead.
Nice. One more. Get
Good job, good job. No, I'm in mid, I'm getting time. I got time.
Good time. Good time. I'm looking over you.
They needed you. I'm team shot square, team shot
Hey,
square.
drive left. Drive left.
Alright, square, one shot, Abuja.
One was mid, no?
Abuja,
hold me,
they're attacking me front. I'm one shot, I got needed, boys.
I'll
Mr. nades. Run. Help me. On time.
I got you.
I'm all right. Nice, no one there.
One shot behind me.
We have streak.
Go pizza, get mid, everyone go pizza,
I have
you have 3 on time, one breach up, right side,
I need one SFP1, there's SFP1.
two square, I'm trying to kill on time, buddy, kill him, bro. Two times, nice, two time, one square.
One shot.
Right side cast steps. Right side watching you.
One time, one bullet.
Right side cast steps, yeah.
Maybe one shot on time, ready.
Just holding. 10 seconds. 10
I'm
seconds.
playing more. There's that cat. On time. And one guy's back sign, it looks like. I think.
One, SQs.
Hey, there's that. I'm gonna get our feet. SQ right now, right side. And one's probably bending.
I'm shooting bending.
SQ's dead.
Nice, no.
I'm gonna try
One shot. Yo, con. One shot.
Con dead.
Nice, good shot.
Nice. Have left.
I spawn back right.
Dante was feeling himself. You could tell.
No one left, they're going con dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna live here. I'll pick up and shoot. I'll help time.
I go you.
Holding left side SQ.
Left, dead.
Let's go.
What? Nice.
I have time.
Nice.
I'm main con.
You might be left for me.
I have a
Scooby,
streak.
Happy to know.
Have your vending right side.
Have left.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it for the listening with New York. What did you guys think? I thought they sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
They sound good.
yeah.
Dante
Now they're
was
calling
in
team
flow.
shots.
Bro, Dante's got to figure out a way to get in that
He's
rhythm
in flow,
against
man.
other
He's actually in
teams,
flow.
bro.
He's actually in
But
flow.
why
state.
is it only against Seattle, Tom?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's got to be 0-4, bro. He's got to be pissing him off for something. I agree.
I think Dante's always been a player who can kind of swing momentum like in mid-series. I remember him have this issue a lot, even when he was sort of an amateur player. But I agree, Pat. If he kind of unlocks that, he's going to take this team to like the right level where they can win a championship.
Yeah, this one ends up going to a P2, but New York just had so many streaks from the P5 and P1 that it's just like it was so hard for Seattle to hold. New York ended up breaking this hard point by using 2 of those streaks. Seattle ended up getting flipped out. And there's a second here where I started getting nervous for New York. I said, holy shit, how the hell did they get in there? But Dante comes back in there, big 2-piece. Take a look at those cameras. Dante, you can tell he's thinking about it. There you go. Flip him off. There goes Dante. There he goes. And he holds it there for a little long. He holds it there. He stops doing it for that. He goes right back in there.
And then, oh, he's back.
He's back in there, Dante. He's letting him have it. Yeah, I mean,
We also got to see the clip. So he was wearing. He did a post game interview and he was wearing sweatpants.
So there's music in that post game interview. Is that copyrighted music or no?
That's the CDL like music library they use.
Right,
So
and
yes,
it's copyrighted, right? So I
Yeah.
can't listen to it, unfortunately. But yes,
But he did show that he was wearing Seattle Surge pants. So I think Dante's going to get a couple of warnings from the league for the letting the bird fly and for wearing other teams' uniform as shorts.
yeah,
but
he's
What? That's not fucking against the league.
it's against the rules. Absolutely, it is. You can't wear other
No.
fucking teams.
Yeah, it was good banter, bro.
uniform
There's
on
no way
stream.
they
Well,
find
no,
him.
maybe not like a. He has his jersey
Yeah,
on.
you'll get a warning for it.
They're not gonna
It's
care about
definitely
his
not allowed.
pants.
It's definitely not allowed.
Bro, like I said, bro, esports was better. I know, Ben, we were talking about something else. Esports was better before everyone tried to make it so professional, bro. That's insane.
As long as he has his jersey on,
No,
I think
100%.
they
Why
wouldn't care.
say Ben
Insane.
quit snitching? He literally did it in an interview. How am I snitching?
Honestly,
No
bro, the
way,
fact that
man.
he had to have pre-planned that fit. That's hilarious.
Respect. I actually, honestly, like all stuff aside, I love that from Dante because I don't think he'll get
That is
fined.
so funny.
If he gets fined, so be it. It's good fucking content.
This
Tell
is
you play to
Dante
him.
showing his pants on the interview, just letting them know that they were getting slammed in their own gear. That's good shit talk from Dante. Is there an esport that doesn't allow body shooting? Is it Valorant or what?
Valorant. No,
Nah,
it's
that's
isn't
pathetic.
it's teabagging Valorant.
Bro, yeah, you can't.
don't allow it?
Bro,
it's
you
it's teabagging in
You
Valorant.
can't
Yeah.
teabag. You can't teabag in Valorant, bro. Isn't that insane?
So that's why they be doing smiley faces on the fucking walls.
Yeah, bro. They can't do anything else. You know? Back in our day, we weren't drawing smiley faces. We were drawing penises and shit. You know what I mean? Now they're drawing fucking smiley faces. They can't shoot. They can't shoot bodies, and they can't teabag. Like, bro, that's got to be the softest shit. I'm sorry, bro, but I hope COD never gets like that. If COD ever gets like that, I'll lose composure. But guys, any
No,
final
it's
thoughts on the
good
series?
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. Yeah.
Up your ass.
Any other thing you want to talk about here, fellas? Anything else on the series? Anything else that you guys got?
I got one thing, which is I think a good nano where Seattle is now is they are a pretty good respawn team that can kind of hold their own hard point against these top teams. But with their change to their respawn system and the personnel changes, the S&D, nothing is as clinical as it was in the beginning. And because they're such a limited like control map pool, they have tough angles to try and beat some of these top teams this year. I don't know. They're like a clearly top 5, top 6 team, but this Karachi control problem is kind of a big issue for them on some of these matchups.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with them moving forward. But let's move on to the next series of the day. We have the Minnesota ROKKR going up against the Miami Heretics. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet, and Jesus fucking model.
I absolutely threw up during map one, so I didn't get to see all of it, but yeah.
Drop them. This is getting insane, bro.
I agree. I agree. These cats are cats.
Well, where are they in the settings? Both of these teams.
Ben, want to take a look at the standings, Ben?
They were tied.
This was big. And this was a big match for these guys. Big.
Minnesota is currently in the 8th spot with a 10 back of Vegas, LAG, and Carolina. So they could have been
insane, guys.
ROKKR's best lineup was their very first lineup. That's all I'm gonna say.
Who was their very first lineup?
I don't even remember. They were good. It was the only time they were half decent.
Is that when they had Vivid and Big Wake in them?
Vivid, Lins, Big Wake, yeah.
Yeah,
all they had to do was drop Big Wake for one person who could get kills. That was it.
Yep, that was it. They were good. They overcomplicated it.
They also complicated with just the way they compose, like the play styles and the way that they compose the team. It just doesn't.
Now Lamar's dog shit. Linz is worse.
Everybody's getting worse. Everybody's getting worse.
Just drop him, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, like, and I assume this is one of those weird situations that Linz has probably never been in before. Like, I think this is one of those situations where I'm Linz, like, I gotta try to get the other group together and be like,
you think he's checked?
Today looked like he was playing checked, bro. Yeah. He was literally jumping off of shit, running at people. And bro, to be fair, like he was cooking. Like there was moments where he was cooking. Even the first map, like he was 32 and 25 first map. There was definitely times where I was watching like, yeah, nah, this guy's got no fucks right now. Like bro, you know when you're just like, fuck all the fundies, just like fuck it. You're like, I'm just gonna try and do it myself. That's what it
Nah, I don't
bro.
do that, but yeah.
Nah. That's what it looked like, bro.
There's a clip from one of our co-hosts that's not here that he did in Vanguard that I thought was like that, and we can bring that up next time he's here. But Tom, I think like they really need to make a roster change, and I saw someone in the chat blaming Dan Looney, like
has nothing to do with Looney.
It has nothing from what I know about the situation on this team. I don't think management is the reason this team is not making changes. Like the players got to kind of see kind of what's going on here and make a big decision, because right now I think their champ spot is slipping away from them, and they're getting lucky that Carolina is absolutely tossing some of these series as well.
Wait, so who would you get if you were fucking their GM? Who would you actually get? I'm kind of curious.
I would instantly replace Lamar with Austin.
I would get Dylan Rex maybe, or somebody. I think Dylan Rex would be a good shot, just because I feel like he deserves a shot. He's been playing really well in Challengers.
Say that?
Dylan Rex, he's been playing very good in Challengers all year. He's been a very good player.
Austin.
Dylan Rex and Austin.
You're dropping Pierce and Lamar?
Yes.
So they already had
and I'm bringing Vivid back and putting him back on this team.
We're making a 3-person change, is what you're saying.
Yes, they're dog shit.
I'd probably keep Standy.
But these guys already had a chance. These guys already had a chance, bro. Vivid wanted to play with Linz, fucking himself, obviously, Slasher, and what was the fourth? I can't remember. Dylan Rex.
The squad I just named.
And that's who Vivid wanted to play with, and the squad did not go through, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck they just did over there. Oh, timeout what?
So
what?
You said that Reese wanted to play with that squad. Did he go with the rest of the team to try and make it happen?
I'm sure. No, bro. He just literally put that team together and just waited there until he got dropped.
But there's a big difference in I want it to happen and I tried my hardest to make it happen.
He wanted it to happen, bro. I'm sure he.
I wonder, bro. I actually wonder how.
Fuck no, and then dropped them, and then picked up everybody else.
Be honest, y'all think they would have been better with Inder instead of
Inder's would have been insane.
Instead of Pierce.
Inder's way fast, bro. Inder's way faster than Pierce. I like Pierce, but Pierce needs to be a main AR. Pierce needs to be a main AR, bro.
So I remember this. They scrimmed with Ender, and Ender got fucking cooked. I still remember. I remember. I can't remember who told me or where I heard it from, but I remember posting about it.
Heard it from me, brother. That's where you heard
it was you.
Ender got cooked. You said
Ender got fucking cooked, and also
like how bad cooked?
Apparently,
like, it was bad enough, and also
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
And also,
like we're not gonna act ignorant here. He's had issues with whatever the fuck he's going through.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
No, if he's good and can play up to the level he's playing on Seattle, then yeah, maybe he would have been fine.
Bro.
But
there ain't no issues. Get Ender back in there, man.
yeah,
Get him
for
back
sure,
in
he's
there.
good.
You know what I mean?
He's good.
He's chilling. He's fine. I actually haven't heard from Ender.
Nobody has.
Yeah, he's kind of been, and he did this last time when he took a step away. It was just so quiet. He kind of took like the quiet route. I almost feel like he's scheming, like he's got something, like he
I got one
knows
last thing
something.
to say, bro. Blow it the
He's
fuck up,
scheming.
bro. I said this
Nah,
already,
I've actually
bro.
talked with Ender, believe it or not.
Have you? Is he doing all right? He
Yeah,
trying to
nah, I've
play
actually-
or what? I
The last time I checked up on him was like obviously. Honestly, it was during like the time he was like trying out with ROKKR. That was like the last time I had like a conversation with him. But I just wanted to like see what he was doing and see how he was.
Bro, I forgot that they did tryouts. That they did. You're right. They did do tryouts before they made this team, right? Was there anybody else they tried out, or was it just Gunless and
That's
Illy?
not the question. The question is, how did they not do a tryout without Lamar on this? That's what I don't get. Like, why would you not have ran a tryout without your worst player?
I don't know. I think they like Lamar. They might like him.
That's the problem. Stop liking people.
Also,
Like
Ben.
people who are good at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Lamar's been struggling. Lamar has been struggling, bro. I mean, even Lamar would have to admit it at this point.
He's been struggling for years,
Yeah,
bro.
he's been having just a hard time getting kills. No, that's not true. He was playing well in the beginning of the year. He actually was playing
but,
well.
like it's not consistent enough for extended periods of
Yeah,
time.
he's been
on
getting
any
shit on.
roster
He's been getting shit on
Like,
for sure.
That's
But-
what I meant.
No,
They have two slow ARs. If they're not getting kills and not moving fast enough to break and like get map control, like it's dependent on them front running people. And like that's just the situation with their team. If it's clicking, I kind of see the thought process. But I just don't see how this team is going to like make up deficits and respawns. And that's how you get a series like today.
You
Yeah.
should never build a team based on if they're clicking. Every team will look
100%.
good or competitive when they're clicking. You should build a team on fighting uphill battles at all times. So that's literally how you build a team that is good at the game. Like how you deal with adversity. That's what makes a good team.
yeah.
And this team is not built to fucking fight through adversity, bro. They're meant to rotate, get a 4 dead, and then make snowball
Listen, bro,
that.
we're
And if
yapping,
they don't
bro.
do
Run
that,
the,
they lost.
Run the clips.
I mean, they play. Listen, they play Ant and them on Sunday. They're gonna get rocked, and then we'll see what they do against New York on. next
Holy
Friday.
fuck! Oh yeah,
We
we
won't
play
see
them.
what
No
they do.
pun intended, by the way.
We
We
won't
play-
see shit, bro.
All right, let's move on to some of the clips.
I
and
actually
see
thought we
what's
played
going on.
fucking Carolina for the longest time.
I'm afraid that is not the case. At least this weekend.
All right, let's get.
Well, yo, how many
into,
matches are this split for us? Anyone know?
7.
There's still 7.
You play
Yeah.
the same every time, son.
I thought it was
Now,
Loki.
lock in there, brother.
I actually thought it was 6. No bullshit.
Why would it be sick?
Yo,
Nah,
Ant-
because- nah,
bro,
all
Ant
right, to be
just
fair-
spawns in,
no,
bro. Like,
To be
it's fine, man.
fair-
There's nothing wrong with
Nah,
that.
AG,
You're
bro.
fine.
It's because AG keeps saying, "Oh yeah, man, we got like fucking 5 matches this split."
Is that your
We're
AG
blaming other
impersonation?
people, cheese.
Yeah.
None of this bullshit. Go run the clips, Tom.
Nah, I swear I didn't even ask him.
First clip I
I'll
have
ask him.
from the 6-star is the second P2. Was a good break coming in from Minnesota. I don't know what happened here with Miami. That's why I wanted to watch it back and see what the heck happened. It started with Linz. He was able to win a big fight through the front. I actually don't mind the pinch here from Real. The only problem is everybody's got to stay up when he's doing this pinch. I also think he took kind of a long time to hit that shit. He was going on a
Looking at
super route
everybody
here.
else. Let me see this super route.
He went through middle. He found one, but then he just he didn't. Like, I think as soon as he finds one, bro, you got to just go. Like, you got to hit it, like, fast. That way you make them panic. Like, by him finding that kill mid and just running towards stairs, like, it's going to make everybody tweak. But instead, he kind of, like, slow played it a little bit. Then they got a back spawn. He wasn't able to get back into the play long enough. And it was also just a good pickup there as Big P and Lamar was able to. Big P finds 2. Lamar finds one.
He
on a
also
pinch
doesn't
and-
see the guy in the water.
No.
He probably misread it and thought that they wouldn't
misread it.
spawn out right away. But yeah, number 6 ends up shooting the back. He didn't see the guy. But yeah, the way this hill works is like once you get like towards like the middle open stairs, you start flipping them. Like they don't, especially if you're not in the back at all, which they weren't. He needs to be way quicker on that for sure, Tom.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where, after watching it back, I think that's where it came in. I love the plays, though. I love how he picked mid and got the kill. I like the idea. I think you just need to speed it up there a little bit. But good break coming in from Minnesota. Then moving on, we get over towards the second rotation. We go over towards the P3. This second B3, Miami were just able to get such a big hold here on this hill. I thought for a second that they were going to get broken here because they were able to spawn one guy out. You see Minnesota Standy gets one onto Real. Real's going to spawn out. I almost feel like they didn't wait for each other, and there might have been some single push in here. As we back it up, Standy finds the kill with the grenade, but somebody jumps up too fast. I think it's Eli. Eli jumps up like instantly. Nobody jumps up with him. Then he dies. And then you can see there, once they try and jump up now, they get pinched. They get two-pieced by Vickle mid-stairs. I think they just rushed that a little bit. Did they rush that?
Vickle also gets really good timing. Go back this up.
Rushing it kind of, but like, dude, they're hitting the front and they're solely hitting the front because they got that pick. They feel like they can overwhelm before reinforcements come, so they have no choice but to kind of hit front. The problem is number one's already pushed out mid and can easily like pinch them and trap them. If they waited, like they run the risk of potentially not, breaking that. But also, wait, why did they spawn out?
What do you mean?
Ooh.
Was number 4 pushed out already, or did he spawn out?
No,
was the old hill up?
he spawned out with the old hills up, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking. I was like, did he spawn out with
old hill was up? Old hill was up. He spawns out, and then they get all the kills.
I was looking at the rest.
Are you good? Then they block the back after they got the kills, and I mean, Real is just like his eyes probably lit up here. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest, they don't really have a choice because if they're keeping track of spawners, they kind of know that guy's gonna spawn out. If they wait, and they wait too long. Not only is the guy that, they killed with the nade going to repinch them, but they're probably waiting for other players that could potentially repinch them. They have no choice but to hit that quickly. It just Miami held that well because they're at an advantage.
They got in for like 2 seconds, but it was Vickle. He ends up popping a big 2-piece here. They try to jump up. There's 1. There's 2. This is where Miami really started to bring it back because Minnesota, they had a fat lead. But going into this P3, Miami got basically a full 60 here. So just good plays. I thought for a second Minnesota might have trolled that just because they had the entry and they lost. But good pitch from Vickle. Good plays from everybody on Miami. Then we rotate over to the P2 here towards the end of the map. This is where things get mixy. I didn't like Gunless pushing out here. I don't mind the play in certain scenarios, but right here, him pushing out, he's fucked now. Like, that just gives him a free entry. And I'm sure he's calling it out that he's tagged and that he's screwed here. And then that's when Standy tries to help him, and then Standy dies. And they all just collapse. I mean, they instantly get broken in 3 seconds. Was there anything you guys saw there with Minnesota setup that you didn't like? I wasn't a big fan of Big P pushing out water.
Backs out. Like, I want to see.
They get the kill.
There was probably a timing that he could have done it way faster. Like, let me see. Because I see, like, because I understand, like, his. Like,
I think he
the
needs to
reason why
play
he's
more
doing
kills.
that.
I think he needs to play more kills, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, honestly, a better play would have been him just like holding the outer wall because like one guy's already pushed out. Like if, for example, if 6 or 8 didn't push out front, then his play makes sense because like he doesn't want to just sit there on like a tight setup once they just got kills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So like, because like imagine he had TK and then Lynch had close right and then the guy on Hill had close left.
Like
Bro,
I like somebody like
Sandy also got smoked.
You know what's crazy? I don't even know if I like them pushing out front.
it was the wrong time to do it. It was just the wrong time to do it.
It's the wrong time because not only are they like the guy on old is he's there. They should have chosen to funnel them and by the way they should have pushed out is they should have kept the tight set up front and they should have like pushed out like mid or like got ready to like play this exit kill because this guy on old is huge, right? Because he can do 2 things. He's either going to pinch, right? Or he's going to literally go help his team. So if you can guarantee that he runs into a stack like through mid like blue and kill him immediately, now you have mid map control and you can immediately threaten their front push rather than like running out front and potentially running into a stack of, because they're gonna hit front. Every team does this. They're running into a stack. They could have just like played up mid, played the exit on number 4 and then had mid control and pinch them rather than hitting front. You know what I'm saying?
I mean personally, they just got to read pressure better. I mean, they get 1 kill, they get 1 or 2 kills, but they got to understand
number 4,
that
look at what he did. Sorry to cut you off. Look at number 4 did. He just fucking shits on the guy mid.
Yeah.
Like they should have played to kill that guy and then got mid control and like forced them to run into a funnel front with a pinch. My bad.
No, you're good. You're completely fine. I agree. And then there was a time where Minnesota, they were here for a second, but Miami get right back in here. They trade these kills out. I think it's Vickle who gets his kill here. Boom. They kill this last guy. They were able to lock down some more time here. And you could just see how Minnesota, like they had such a good lead here in this first map, and they slowly just gave it away. So Tough plays here from Minnesota. And then we go over. I want to just take a look here at the rotation going into the P3 because this is where it collapses for Minnesota. They're there. They're on that side of the map with 15, 20 seconds left. Minnesota tries to push this. They try pushing it. Standy and Gunless push it. They end up dying, and look where they spawn. Uh-oh. They're spawning across the map, and yes, there is a big buffer during the CDL watch party that you can't even go back and watch it. You see how it just skipped forward?
Yeah.
It's gone. It's completely gone.
But hold on. Lynn's also pushes too. I want to see like why.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after Lynn's pushed out.
Back up another like 10 seconds.
I mean, it cut. I'm telling you, Ben, it
no,
cuts.
No, back. I know it cuts up, but I want to see like why Lynn spawns up with 24 seconds left.
I mean, I don't mind the play from Lynn's.
Nah, I'm almost positive it's just like a rhythm thing. I promise you in practice, like more often than not, like he's the one banging old while like either Lamar or Gunless are hitting the back, if that makes sense.
You think someone's
I feel like because I feel like that happens a lot. Even like me, for example, like there's times where like I'm so used to just banging scrap to where like I'm used to having like a teammate behind me doing like something that I should be doing. It's just like a bad habit thing, but
you're so used to doing
do you
scrap?
No, what? No, I'm saying like let's say. Oh wait, what? Are you fucking around or?
Yeah, he's fucking around. Yeah, he's fucking around.
You said you're so used to banging scrap. I didn't know what you meant by that.
No. Jesus.
Fuck. Where'd your get your head out of the gutter, Slam?
Bro, speaking of head, I gotta bring this up. Somebody in the chat earlier said Ben looks like a floating head, and I cannot unsee it, bro.
It's because it's dark.
He's got an invisibility cloak on from Harry Potter. He's just fucking floating. Ben,
Hey,
you can't wear a black shirt, bro.
The contrast in your room is, or like on your camera, is way too high, bro.
Hey, you know what would also help me
Holy
with my floating
fuck.
head is if I had the new Arctis Nova 5 wireless headset.
Ooh.
Shout out
Tell
Steel
me about
Series.
that, Ben.
Another brand new release from Steel Series featuring 60 hours of battery life,
What I'm
quick
talking
switch
about.
Bluetooth, and a mobile companion app with over 100 game audio presets. It's also got a Clearcast microphone, so it's truly the ultimate portable console headset if you want to know how to get one. Available on steelseries.com. Make sure you use code THEFLANK for 12% off.
You use
Once
code
again,
the flank, folks.
Use code THEFLANK if you want to save some money on the headset and any other products on the Steel Series
Wow,
website.
that's
Benji, that was
why.
great. Benji, that
Thank
was
you.
fucking phenomenal. Oh my god. I'll be as we move on here. I want to ask you guys one question. Ant, while you're in here,
Thank you.
do you think that he should have hit? They should have even hit scrap here, Ant. They can't win off this. And P3, I feel like you just kind of want to hold him in here, don't you guys?
No, they should contain him. Like
Just
they shouldn't
contain
even.
him.
Yeah, just play exit kills. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
and then force them to go like either mid or like fucking deep right.
Like I feel like them actually blatantly running and jumping in there is crazy. Like you're just gonna die and spawn out. Like I feel like right there you contain them, you just hold the exit kills and you call it a day. You get a good rotation here. It's hard to break this hill, but you get one wave and funnel them front. The only thing they can do is wood stairs or jump on the hop, and of course they can pinch, but I feel like it's pretty easy to hold that shit.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of a mishap here from Minnesota. And then, of course, Miami were able to go on and win this first map. So just a good map one from Miami. Minnesota, they had it in the bag, and they kind of threw it
I don't
away.
know how the fuck they lost that shit.
Yeah,
dude, 'cause
I don't know how.
I remember it was like 100 to fucking 18 or some shit. I was like, yeah, this is GG. Like, I'm just fucking screwing.
Yeah, they're
And
trolling.
then, I checked the map after and they lost. So
Yep.
I don't know how that's
we
even
just
possible,
watched
but-
it happen, right? Like all those breaks between the P2, the P3, they were just it was just sloppy, like just super sloppy. And it ended up costing them. So tough map for Minnesota. Good bounce back from Miami. And then things get really interesting here in the S&D. Minnesota, they had to go up 4-1 in the S&D, but they start to break apart here in the search and destroy. This one got scary. We go to the first round. This is the 1-4 round. Miami, they get the bomb down. It's a perfect setup, but look at how I wouldn't exactly say perfect because it didn't work, but look at how they get broken down here. Starts with Gunless. He finds one kill in the middle of the map. He's able to take down Lucky. Then slowly, one by one, they are all getting taken down. Last guy up is going to be Vickle. He gets bombed by the streak. They get the info. They know where the last guy is. It was just a flawless break from
the sideways,
The spectator
screen.
fucking glitch.
Yeah, no,
Not
that's
spectator. That happens with streaks. I'm
don't
pretty
even
sure it was
know.
happening on Standy's screen as well.
What did you guys think of Miami's post plant setup? Kind of trash, no?
It was god awful.
It was terrible. They had one guy bridge. They had one guy top AC.
Wait,
one
why
guy
was
mid
Mark
lane.
keen on someone being there? Wait, did they know Real was there?
I don't know. Did
Like go to the. Oh yeah, 7 saw him. That's why.
7 saw him.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
7
Because
probably
like,
saw him
bro, if a
from
bomb's
A-bomb.
planted and I'm plat, I'm thinking fucking. I mean,
Yeah.
one could possibly be here, but the way that he like
Yep,
chowed
they
it was
saw
just.
him. They saw him. 7 saw him. You can see the way he was looking. You can see
Yeah.
that their arrows were hard stuck here. It was actually a good play for me. If he doesn't get seen, he might be able to make a play here. But he tries to dip and dive. He thought he was out of there. I thought he was out of there for a second. But down he goes. Vickle, he gets streaked. It was just a good break from Minnesota. They were able to break him down, read the setup. They were pretty much running away with this one. We thought that this was just going to be a Minnesota masterclass here until we get to the 2-5 round. This is where the comeback starts to happen. It's a 2v3 situation. Standy finds a gap here. He's able to find one onto Vickle, one onto Lucky, and it's a 1v1. Lamar for the trade. Runs out of ammo or something with the AR. He tries to switch. He gets turned on. And that's pretty much where it starts the comeback here. Just some shaky shots. Who was that hit the snap here? It was Metals. It's a crazy snap here onto Lamar. That is fantastic plays. And then you can see how this kind of just spirals out of control. They're able to win another round after that one. We head over to the 4-5 round, and it gets even worse, folks. 2v4 situation for the
yeah, this is
Minnesota
unacceptable.
ROKKR. This was unacceptable.
I turned the stream off after this when I just listened to music while I got my haircut.
Like,
Playing
how
mine.
are they not looking at top green? Like, top green is like, nobody's looking top green, bro. Like, I would be terrified laying in that spot if I was Lamar. Like, I would be so worried about my top. Would you not be tweaking about your top green if you're laying there? I'd be
Fuck
tweaking
him.
about my top green, bro. I'd be
I feel like
tweaking.
Lamar was tweaking. He was just like, "Fuck it, let me just die in the back."
Yeah, he said, fuck it. There's no way they push that. I'll just take the risk. Get shot in the back. He finds 2. Then it gets even worse. Then it's a 2v2 situation. 18 seconds left. The bomb goes down. Meadows is able to play his life here. And you can see now it's Minnesota. They end up splitting up here in the 2v2. Fast forward, it's for just a second here. Eli tries pushing out by himself. And then he dies. And while he's pushing out, Linz is top AC. He can't make a play now. 25 seconds. I mean, this ends up going to around 11. So you saw...
And they had a streak.
And they had the streak. Everything. They just completely threw it away. They threw away the round where Lamar got pissed on. They threw away the 2v4.
I can understand them losing the 2v2, but like, can I just like, I want to see how every other player reacts as soon as Lamar dies, because that is like the kill right there. We're like, okay, we know where one guy is. We got to win this round. I just want to see how they react. Okay, so we have number 7's in La La Land. That's fine. Linz is here.
Gullis got caught with his pants down. He got caught with his pants down, Duarte.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like, bro, your teammate immediately dies. Like, it just looks like there's no intensity in the gameplay. It's like, oh, my teammate just died top green. Like, let me like square up, get ready for a gunfight somewhere. He's just like walking around. Linz is also just like walking around. Like, there's no intensity in the gameplay.
Agreed. I completely agree.
I swear to God, if my teammate dies and I'm like right next to him, I'm just like getting ready for a gunfight somewhere. Like I'm on edge. Like they're both just walking around the map.
Yep.
Like
Agreed.
nobody died.
And then we get into the round 11. They had the streak, right? Miami. They call the streak here. It's Metals who ends up calling the crew. So he gets all the info here. But luckily for Minnesota, they were able to get that bomb down before the missile comes in. And then he's not able to find a kill with them. Chris, could he have killed the guy under bridge if he like curves it a little bit, like gets it in there?
It's kind of hard to do so because he can just tuck himself into a corner where he's not getting hit by anything.
Yeah. And then Linz makes the play. Linz aces him here in the round 11 and saves this map. Because I thought for a second Miami, they're going to streak. They're going to get the info. Bomb goes down. They're going to know where everybody's at. But luckily for them, Linz, he aces him here in the round 11. You can see the plays he makes top green. Only one more guy to work with. It's Real. And he takes care of Beges. Linz with the ace. Gets the job done for Minnesota. They win the search, but unfortunately for them, that is the only S&D they're going to win, or that is the only map that they're going to win from here on out. We head in over to the
Wait,
1-1
real quick. Wait,
Yep.
did they
What's
use
up,
the
man?
streak before they planted? Or I didn't really see.
They used the streak as they
it was
were
going
planning.
down.
As it was going down, they used the streak, and then as soon as he got it down, he got out. He wasn't able to kill him. The streak was coming down. He didn't find anything with it.
But they played that so pussy though. They gave up their church control, bro. They're just all sitting back. They're gambling so hard on this streak. They're just playing so scared.
Yeah.
They're hoping the streak gets one, and
They're-
it just
They
didn't.
were terrified.
Lost off.
It's like one of those situations where you play around the streak and it kind of fucks you instead of just doing what you normally do.
Yeah, no, literally.
Look at what Vickle does here. Look at the sliver on A as he dives. He slides onto the point. A little sliver left. He's like screaming for help here, waiting for his teammate to get. I thought Minnesota for a second. If they win this offense here, I mean that's good. I mean, they probably would have won this match.
What, they lose because of that?
They lose it. Look, they only need one tick. In. They only need one tick, right? Medals. Everybody dies here, right? 3 dead. Last guy up is Vickle, and he's able to slide on there for a split second. Or sorry, last guy 3 dead for Minnesota, but Vickle, he was able to get on at the last second there. I don't even know. They got on this 8 point somewhere in this round. They got on this 8 point. Were able to get 2 ticks. I wonder if they trolled that too. I don't even know. I think it was right here. Right here, they were able to get 2 ticks here. But Minnesota, good plays from Vickle here. Oh yeah, it was right here. A couple plays coming in from Gunless. Standy, he doesn't stack the point. He pushes Hut. The streak comes in.
Oh,
what the hell did they do
why
here?
are we not stacking the point?
No, what did they do
With
here?
a streak in the
Yeah,
air,
we've been bitching
bro.
about this for literally.
And then how'd the guy
entire
on
year.
point die? He got wall.
Now, how do they
did he
lose this?
die?
How do they lose this, bro? I
How
don't
did
know
the guy
how
on
they lose
point
this.
die? Not only was why is Steady pushing out, but how did the guy on point
Yeah.
die?
What are they doing?
We're not even watching right.
Oh.
What
Did he
are
spawn there?
they
Go back.
doing?
But did he spawn
Go
there?
back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go
Guys,
back.
they're horrible.
No, he didn't. He didn't. Spawn
Okay, no, hold on.
Jesus.
So I want to watch this all play out here. Like
Did
I'm
Vickle fall off the
genuinely-
map?
I'm
Yeah, there's a lot
genuinely
going on
interested.
here.
All right,
There's
Lamar
a
on
lot
point.
going on here.
Dandy get on the point, or they're gonna call in the streak here, right? Pierce got 2s. No. Okay, he gets all.
Standy should stack.
Standy should be stacking here. With the
Bro.
streak in the air, Standy should be stacking here.
8 should be stacking to. Why?
Wait, but
okay,
we called
he gets on it,
pause.
and then he died.
Oh, I lose the gunfight. Okay, so he did pick it up. Bro,
I mean,
there's so much to break down in this fucking clip. Is actually insane.
I
Wait,
think-
no. Wait, I think someone did spawn there. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Wait.
No, he. But
Just
he
watch,
spawned,
watch,
like,
watch,
they
watch.
kill all
way
of them.
earlier
They
in the
kill
play
all of
though.
them.
You got called out yet?
Let me see. So wait, right here,
You
right
got called out
here.
while the
Nah,
streak
he
was up.
spawned here. He spawned right window.
What?
He spawned right window.
Again?
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Look, another one
What?
pops up right window, and then he shoots him in the
Games.
side. Look, Meadows
I
just
love this game.
That's insane. That's insane that he spawned it right window like that. That's crazy.
I'm not
Never
gonna lie.
spawned right window
I
next
actually
to
have
fire.
not seen that yet. I'm not gonna
What
lie.
happened, Pat? What did you say?
I just said you would never spawn right window next to fire.
Oh yeah,
The
Pat.
only time a guy usually spawns right window is if a guy's pushing, like literally gets aggressive on the left side of the map, but nobody was there. That's insane.
Yeah, and then Vickle just making the heads up play, sliding onto that point and just getting there as quick as possible to make sure they can't cap the point. Just a crazy round. It was just a crazy fucking round. Definitely wanted to pull up the ending to that one there. And then we go into the 2-1 round. And this is honestly just a masterclass offense here. Standy was able to find 2, make that 3 as Gunless comes in. And take a look at the plays here after the fact. The streak comes in from Miami. Everybody from Minnesota had to back up. They single the guy out in blue. And then that's how they kind of open up the map control. It's kind of how they get pushed up here. They kind of make plays off the streak. And you can see Lucky. They make plays through underground. This guy's not even looking at his mini-map, I don't think. He's distracted from the guy on hill. And just like that, it just all collapses for Minnesota. They get put in this trap. Matter of fact, take a look at the game clock. They got put in the trap like fairly quickly here in this round. They got the 8 point quickly. They got the B point quickly. And they were able to get the job done. So just a rough day here for the Minnesota ROKKR here in control. I mean, they lose the offense very fast. I like
feel
the
like-
streak usage. I like how Miami used the streak to get map control. It was good plays from them.
I agree, but I feel like this ROKKR team is so bad at funneling people on the map. Do you guys feel that way? Like, it's not always easy to do that, but I feel like this team had never, like, we wanted to get the information.
Well, they have
that,
too
like,
many
3 people are
ARs.
hitting a lane. They're
You
just too
can't really,
slow.
it's hard to funnel people when you're too slow, right? Like, I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, in order to funnel people, bro, like everybody's got to make a move, like 3-4 dead. Like, everybody's got to get into position, bro. Like, you got to be quick on the map. Like, you need to make plays. Everybody's got to be on the same page. Sometimes it doesn't seem like that's what's going on here with Minnesota. And then we get into the last map, the Vista Hardpoint. I'm going to be honest, it was the P3 to the P4 where Miami run away with it. It pretty much starts right here. They just get a good rotation here. They were able to lock down these 2 hills and just extend this lead. I don't really think there's a point of going into the listening with Minnesota ROKKR. I kind of just wanted to ask you guys what were your final thoughts on the series and what did you think about this last map?
ROKKR are fucking cooked. They're not gonna be able to make a roster change this week because they're already roster locked. But if I don't see
This is where they run
a
away
new
with it.
change next week, like I don't know, bro. These guys.
Wait,
are throwing away their
rosters are
chance.
locked after this next week?
No, I'm saying like Monday before each week, the rosters are locked. You cannot make a change until like after last match on Sunday.
You had me tweaking. And I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
so like they play Optic this weekend, honestly, and it's probably gonna drop like a 1-7 against them.
Oh,
They're gonna
geez.
get fucking slammed, and then hopefully they make a change after that.
Yeah, you can see
But,
here
like,
it's
but
full
like
60.
why? Like why do we like why wouldn't they have made the change before they got slammed 3 times? That makes no sense.
That's the
Nice.
golden question, Pat. I wish I knew an answer, bro.
Well, I've been
Wish I had one
saying,
for you.
why do people wait? Like we can just tell you your ass. Like you don't need to wait to get after you get slammed 3 times to make a change. It's the dumbest mentality ever.
They
You
get put.
preemptively make roster changes.
They get put in a blender here, an absolute blender. Even during the comms, it kind of sounded like at this point they were pretty chalked up.
Can we also guess Miami as well? I know we talked a lot about ROKKR during this
Definitely
entire
gotta show
segment.
Miami some love.
Miami obviously played with a sub last week, and they looked pretty solid today. Obviously, like they dropped 1 map in the series, but overall, I thought it was like a good kind of result from them. And they've been on like a decent run of form here. I want to see what they can do with the remaining next couple of matches that they have. They've got LAG and then Toronto and Carolina next 3. So like Seattle then FaZe after that. So it's not a very easy split for Miami, but I think they're going to find a way to get 3 wins and probably make winners bracket again.
Yeah, I mean,
they should.
they
Real's,
look a lot better
Real's-
when they're speaking Spanish, bro. They can't be calling out in English, bro. They
Their
actually.
English comms just last week were good. You didn't think they
Yeah,
were good?
I think they are 10 times better when speaking Spanish. I think they are.
obviously, they're actual Spanish speakers. They're still decent English. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, they had great English, bro. I mean, the no 2 languages like that is impressive. I'm just saying, when they speak their fluent language, they look so good. They look so much better than what they did when they were speaking English. But go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, since Real came on this team, like this team just looks so much better. And then on top of that, even then, I still had my questions about this roster. I'm going to the major, but Metals has stepped up like his game like a fuck ton for this team, and I think that's like kind of just made everybody on the team just play better, because I think he was a big reason as to why this team was like good online at the first stage. And then gradually he fell off, the whole team fell off, but Real and Metals have just made this team just so much better now. Since everyone's kicking up for sure, but I mean, those are my 2 standouts.
Yeah, and I will say that they have dropped 2 searches this split, but only in 2 series. So I want to see if, in their next match they come back, because they actually played 3 times. I don't know if you guys know, Miami played 3 times this week.
I'll be right back.
3 times? They play every day?
Yeah, they play every day this week.
Bro, I'm sorry, but like the scheduling legit makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Like there's no, it's almost like there was no thought process to the scheduling. They were just pulling out of a hat and just throwing teams in and just making sure everybody plays fucking 7 times.
We also have 4 tomorrow, right?
No, yes, you have 4 and then 3.
And what happened? They were doing 2-match days for a little while. I thought
Yeah, because we had 5. We had an extra week, and now we don't for the split.
Okay, so there's no more 2-match days on Friday. That's gone.
I think that's gone. Yeah, I'm just going through all the Fridays. I don't think we have 3. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
But I mean,
Well, this is the last stage, right? So
yeah, it's the last stage. But I mean, we just had a lot of weird scheduling quirks this year. I don't know why so many teams are getting like last match Friday, first match Saturday. That seems kind of fucking unfair. Scheduling team to have 1 match and it's the last match on Sunday seems kind of ridiculous to me. And then how is Miami playing 3 matches this week?
Crazy. That's crazy.
Maybe there is a scheduling consideration for Miami, and that's why that's happening. Obviously, we don't know. That could be the only thing I can think of. But I agree with you, Tom. There's always been some scheduling quirks, and I honestly believe, just last thought, I do think that as we get towards the end of the weeks in these stages, that the league should have the ability to flex some of these games to like kind of make sure that the match days are exciting. That when meaningful matches are there, we put them in the right spots during the week and kind of balance things out. But I doubt that at this point. So it's shocked.
Yep. Let's move on to the last series of the day. We have Atlanta FaZe going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. This one goes all the way down to a map number 5, Carolina. They end up going up 2-0 here in the series, but then getting reverse swept here by Atlanta FaZe. We'll scroll down and take a look here at the stat sheet, and Jesus mono, it's Gwyn saving them from the red carpet here. Carolina struggled through the second half of the series. Scroll down, take a look at the MVP. 13 out of 20 votes here coming in from Tyler Abizi. But gentlemen, 3-2 victory for Atlanta FaZe. Definitely wasn't a clean one. Probably not happy if you're in the FaZe camp. I know they were testing some maps here, testing their map pool. I know MC mentioned that in the interview, but what did you guys think of the series? Ben, we'll start with you. We'll work our way up. What did you think, Benjay?
I mean, Subbase Hardpoint, I see why they're trying it out, but once again, as we've seen on the map, they lose it because they get the server side spawns going to P1, P2, and they have a tough time holding the spawns to try and win the map. That has been their like kryptonite on this map the last 4 or 5 times they played it, so they got to figure that out if they want to play it again. The Invasion S&D was pretty close. I tweeted out, that Tyler was on, after that second map, that I felt like, Abizi's been a little bit ineffective in S&D, probably last like 5 or 6 series. Tyler responded to me after the series with a funny tweet, in which then I roasted him because I'm going to cook him on the golf course next Monday. But then Tyler Abizi after map 2 went absolutely hambony, back-to-back 30 bombs on both the Invasion and the 6-star, and then a 2.0 KD on the last map. And I think for FaZe, like, once they got that momentum in the Invasion control, they were in a good spot. And I feel for Carolina, man. It's another Game 5 heartbreaker loss for them. That's what this whole stage has been. And they've, they're in a tough spot now. They're chasing the pack, trying to make a champ spot.
It does suck for them that they went to map 5, but I'm gonna be honest, I think both Toronto and FaZe are basically testing map pools against them, and they did lose the maps that they were testing that they are not very effective on. Outside of that, they had a close S&D, which is, they would obviously like to win those considering their S&Ds have been shaky at the major and they're probably trying to get reps in them. But the rest of the series was just like clean cut, like 3-1, 250 to 190, 6-3. Like, yeah, I mean, it might have been a 3-2, but in reality, for the most part, the series wasn't actually that close. It just sucks that, Carolina keep getting the leg up against these top 4 teams. Granted, they're testing their map pool, and, they just keep falling short.
They're testing map. I mean, they're definitely testing map pool. Can't disagree with that, but it was definitely a close series, bro. I mean, I thought it was a close series.
It's not that close.
I mean, it was. I think FaZe definitely looked like the better team, like throughout it. Like even looking at the map 1, I thought the graph was interesting because you could see FaZe just leading the whole way through, and then at the very end, Carolina slowly.
The last 3 maps though were not that close. Like 3-1, 250, 190, 6-3. Like that was comfortable.
The thing is, though, that's always. I think Ravens is, like I said, Ravens at the bottom of the standings. With their they've the last 2 stages, I feel like they have look like a pretty good team against the top 4 teams. I don't think they have what it takes to really, really beat them, especially consistently. But whenever they do play against even Optic or FaZe or Toronto or whoever, they do some. They'll take a map here or there, and they'll have close games. But
They have been in the last 3 series in all these games 5s up in all of the 3 series going into map 4 in a wide variety of different ways. They just have not been able to close out the last 2 maps. This team feels like very momentum based sometimes. And yeah, they play great in the beginning of the series, but just like we get on LA Thieves for it, this Carolina team's got to learn to close out some of the series or they're going to be not making COD champs this year.
Yeah, Pat, what did you think about the series, Pat? FaZe go down to a last map. Carolina played them close. Well, actually, to you, not that close, but they brought them to a last map.
I don't expect FaZe to play sub-base. Obviously, map 2 is close, but after that, I think it was pretty comfortable for FaZe. I know we were talking about it the last weeks where everyone else on the team was showing up, but Gwyn wasn't. In this case, it's the inverse. It's Gwyn showing up after he had 2 pretty bad last 2 matches, and he fried.
The story with a lot of these
let him
teams.
down. So it's, that's the problem with these bottom teams is they're so inconsistent. They don't have enough consistent slaying.
Yeah.
Clay had an obvious stinker here. Tej didn't play that well. I just never feel like I can look at this team and feel confident that they're gonna beat any of these top 4 teams in a real matchup.
Does Clay get the sprints when he plays? I swear to God, if he's
you wanted him to sprint more.
Well, I'm asking, does he get the sprints? Because he does always have some of the most damage on his team, even when he does throw up shit.
He's definitely a more aggressive AR. He loves to chow. He loves to get in there. Clay definitely likes to play like that. He's always been like that. Clay's always been like that. I've always loved that about Clay, to be honest with you. I love the fact that when I play with Clay, he would actually make plays with the AR instead of being an absolute fucking cone on the map and just does absolutely nothing. I actually like the fact that Clay would actually get aggressive at times. I think that's what the best ARs do, is they know when to get aggressive and when to slow down.
Speaking of getting aggressive, before we get into clips, I want to talk about an incident that happened in map 2 of this series because I want to get everybody's thoughts on it.
I was gonna get there. I also had Dashy's tweet pulled up, so I was gonna
Yes, I want to. That's
Wait, I was
a good
gonna- I was
segue.
gonna-
Aggressive. You see, like where I was going.
Yeah,
with
we'll
that?
get to the clips. We'll get there when we get to the map 2. Let's hop into the map 1 first.
Kill my fucking segue, man. All good.
Hey, segue these ballsy about. Let's
Yeah,
start with
okay,
the
bitch.
Jesus Christ.
with the map 1. All right, we got it. Atlanta FaZe listening here in the map 1. I see we go into the listening, and then we'll go through some mistakes that we saw. I think Carolina towards the end of this game made some really good plays. So let's tune into the listening, and we'll talk about Carolina.
At the box, at the box,
Team on their box.
one boys.
Preeminent.
One shot the box, 1/3.
Third. I can kill third.
I don't see this guy, no. One time, dead. Shit,
Nice.
1/3.
What's top comms, I think?
Snow, Gwyn.
I think what's top comms, yeah.
He's like near comms. I'm just running out.
Yeah, one's above me third. Yeah, one kills
My
third.
comms,
Gwyn dead.
might have been a comms spawn.
Yeah, P2. Listen, they're mid lane actually. They're both
I'm left.
Hey, I'm trying to help you. You should not let them smoke this.
Yeah, I'm dead. Third,
I
dead.
turned it over. Tyler, he's laying down. Secret, you shut the door.
Really fucking weak. I'm only
Here.
right.
Secret, I'm gonna get right with you.
I right.
Alright, yeah.
Two ready. Three right. Three.
I got one. Secret really beat. Secret hit.
Three right.
Oh, there's a block that gets to one tunnel, I think. Yeah, I think he is. Top window, T.
That was on me somewhere.
T top window, one's behind me. Warehouse somehow. Warehouse.
That was on me somewhere.
Top, bottom
One
warehouse,
time,
and then
one
warehouse.
time,
Top third.
Wait on time. I'm in the backfield.
Yeah, come on,
Oh,
warehouse.
Manali, tell us.
Really? Right here?
He's going before you. Fell one before though.
I don't see him top.
One shot.
Yeah.
On the front.
I can kill him. I'm one shot.
On the first.
Shoulder, be dead.
Nice.
One shot, P2 window. That's last guy.
Still there.
Listen, we should work pitches
I'll
here.
see him.
I'm gonna work him in.
He's
top mid.
door. I'm needing this.
He's top window on you.
One time dead.
I need time.
Play new Zach, play new.
Yeah. Fellas on you guys.
I'm pitching fast. Weak fellow. Hit him with a burst.
Dead.
More side window. Zach, you locked.
Side door. Hello, one I'll
shot.
see where else.
Four below me
at the pistol. Top window, one shot. Hey, I'm going to see him. Hey.
I'm in.
Look
I
right.
can hold the back. I
I'm going to see him.
Looking at tunnel. Alright, Gwyn's mid.
Have me too.
I'm waiting for you to spawn.
All right, it's gonna do it for the listening for Atlanta FaZe. I thought they sounded pretty good. What'd you guys think?
Yeah. Wait, what's that again?
Why the fuck is Shotzzy the special guest answering? Where the fuck are the co-hosts at?
I was muting the fucking
Nah,
listening.
Haggy was
These
drinking his
mother-
Coca-Cola. Benjay was fucking
I was
taking the
not
Karachi
drinking
route.
And Pat
I
blacked
think
out.
Pat lagged the fuck out.
I'm here.
Damn.
I can't. Tom, I told you I can't stop looking at Ben's floating head, bro. It's like I don't
Ben's
understand
floating
it.
You
fucking
need to
head.
lock in. You need to lock in, Pat.
Man, you need to lock in too. We all need to lock in,
I'm
folks.
locked in. I'm engaged. in this
Listen, no,
episode. Don't roast
guys.
me, bro.
Who needs to lock in are these dog shit bottom teams that can't buy wins in the most important stage of their careers to qualify for champs. They need to lock in.
I will say this: like we'll get to age control. I'll say for that, but they,
Well,
they had a
Ben,
chance
we'll
to
get
close-
there. We'll
make this
get there.
interesting.
All right, then I want to go to the P4 here. Now, I want to sort of set up here from Atlanta FaZe because I think a lot of teams are going to try and set this up. MC pushed old. He pushed through warehouse with 3 seconds left, right? The hill is on the other side of the map, but look at what that does here. Look at what happens to Carolina, and just look at the blender that they put him in here. I thought once I saw this blender that this one was all over. I thought this is where we were going to be seeing an Atlanta FaZe dub. This one's chalked. This is all she wrote. FaZe get a full 60 here on this P4 hardpoint. I just think this is the best way you can possibly set up on P4, right? Like, this is probably the best way you can get them in an absolute blender and kind of just funnel teams and make sure they just lose absolute composure. And this is what you could do on Subbase. So for those of you at home playing ranked play, you want to learn how to set up and how to funnel, this is probably the best way to do it. But it's what happens after this where Carolina are able to make the comeback. They are flawless with the P5 and going into the next set into the P1. They kind of just flip the map here and keep FaZe pinned. They kind of do it right back to them, which is kind of like the story of Subbase. We get into the P5. Take a look here at how Carolina was able to do it. It starts with Clay. He's working a pinch. You have one guy already pushing new. That's going to be Draws and Simp. They fall. You can see how Carolina, they do a good job just pushing out this P2 side of the map, flipping those spawns, and then as soon as those spawns flip, this one is all she wrote. FaZe pretty much get blundered here on this server side of the map for the next 2 hills. Back
up. Like, and I want to. Sorry to do this, but I just want to, like, the context is important here. Like FaZe had all the old time. Like how's the guy pushed up oil here and he's just never getting chopped?
Because Carolina
P2.
did a good job playing for P2 control on rotation.
But
played
they have
for P2.
numbers to push that guy out and hold the side and not get put in the server side spawn trap like the warehouse.
To
spawn
push
trap
what
now.
guy out? To push what guy out?
The guy that's sitting oil number 3 right now. Like, that's a common spot that people play to push this hill out. Usually people wrap back either through P2 or going all the way through to try and kill that guy. Because the last thing you want to do is what happens to FaZe here, which is they get flipped. They get put in the warehouse spawn.
They're also trolling. They didn't read those.
They didn't really play. They didn't really play for P2.
Go back. They literally thought that all of FaZe was about to spawn the back and reinforce P2, when in reality they all spawn behind them, bro. Are they faded? This is what I'm talking about. They watch. You'll see this shit. They spawned the entire FaZe roster behind them because they don't realize number 2 and number 1 are both blocking the back. They just turn around and they're looking at P2 like they're expecting reinforcements. But look at this, bro. They don't even realize they flipped them.
Yeah, they flipped them, and
they are faded.
I thought that they were gonna try and make plays for P2, like wrap around back alley and try and like maybe use some teamwork here and break that. But I mean, nonetheless, Carolina, they do the right plays on the map. They get P2 control. They push it out. They get the gunfight wins, and they flip FaZe. And this is where it kind of just falls apart for FaZe. It absolutely collapses here. And it starts here. They actually were out for a split second, but Carolina, they do the best. They do the best holding on here. There was a point where Atlanta, they did get out, but I think it was TJ or somebody who was top warehouse. He was able to spot him, and he was able to kill him. We'll just let this play out just so we can see how this kind of builds out here towards the end. But Carolina had really good composure here towards the end of this one. They were taking good routes. They were making sure nobody from FaZe got through. And this is right here. This is where it kind of goes down. The kills coming from Carolina. It's a 4 dead for FaZe. They're all spawning back warehouse. They can't get out of these spawns. They can't. MC finds 1, but it's TJ Haley who's the nuisance in top warehouse. He finds 2. He's bouncing around, staying alive. MC now, he's tweaking. They can't really push out and do anything until they kill TJ. And then TJ, he finds another one, continues the streak, sitting on a 3 spree. And then right here, TJ, he spots MC. He spots him here going into P2. Going to make the call to his teammate. You see TJ putting some shots down again on a 4 spree. Just fantastic plays from TJ. Exactly what Celium did going into the P4. TJ did it right back. And that's just a sub-base blender, folks.
Back up. I want to ask a question to the group. Once they get this break, should Zach sit top snow or go and rotate over to server and try and like give them more space for P1?
Which break are you talking about?
On the P5.
On the P5?
Yeah, go back to P5. Way back. Or,
right here when they get when they actually break, like right here when they're in the hill?
They break, yeah.
So you don't like Zach? You don't like Zach sitting top snow? You want to see Zach like get aggressive?
Well, that's what I'm asking. What do you guys think is the right play? You think you should sit top snow? Or do you think you should rotate right and try and like play a little bit more ahead here? What do you guys think?
I mean, I think this is fine.
Where's the rest of his team? Are they bottom? Are they above it? Or are they with him on the same level? If he's the only person top, he has no choice but to hold this. The rest of his team needs to like run out mid and try to shift.
There wasn't really much. He got a 2-piece. He was 1 shot, so he couldn't just run out here. If anything, like off this 3 dead here, like they should bump. Like I think if anything, off this 3 dead, the guy in hill should push forward, and then the guy behind him, warehouse, should get in hill. Like they should bump here. Like at 3 dead, boom. Last guy plat. Abizi should just go, pull out his pistol. Somebody slide onto hill, bump. Like bump this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bump the hill, go and try and flip the map. Because you don't want these spawns, bro. You don't want this warehouse side of the map. You don't want this shit, especially going into a new rotation of hard points. You get 3 dead right there. I think you should push. I think you should push for sure. Instead, to get 3 kills.
What the fuck? Wait, go back. Wait, 4 sponsor?
Yeah, they spawn there.
Wait, does 4 spawn server or did he take her out?
Nah, he takes her out. I think. Yeah, I think he takes her out.
No, but I think he died. Wait, hold on, let me see.
He dies here, and then he goes right through mid. He goes right through mid.
Oh, never mind. Okay, good.
Really good play.
You're mind blown. He spawned fucking mill.
Dude, holy fuck! I thought he spawned behind server for whatever reason, and then just like went up the stairs.
And do you agree with what I just said there? Like at the 3 dead, you think they should get aggressive here and just bump or what?
Yeah, 100%. Because like, I feel like Zach playing new as troll only because of the fact that like the time. If they guarantee all this time, then they basically need fucking barely any seconds.
Yeah, agreed.
And then they definitely need a bump.
But and to Tommy's point, what you don't want to do is you get all that time die, and then you're back in the server spawn trap, and
Yeah, no,
So we
exactly.
get P1, P2 chain for the L.
Yeah, no, that was a good call, Ben. I actually didn't even catch that right there. I didn't even catch that. So that was a good call right there. 3 dead. You expect FaZe especially to try and make plays there and maybe try and flip the map, but I just wanted to show Carolina some credit because I thought they set this up perfectly. Like the way they were able to hold on to these spawns, they knew what they were doing, and it was synchronated. It was organized. It was a really good plays from them.
Synchronated?
Sorry, guys.
Tom, you gotta lock in.
Guys, my bad. Slayer, don't tell me to lock in. Slayer, don't tell me to lock in. Slayer.
My bad. Just get synchronated.
Synchronated.
Let's move on to the next clip.
With the rest of the
well,
group,
then I
bro.
wanted to get into the S&E because after here, like after this, bro, it was chalk. Like they end up holding them in the spawn kill.
Yeah.
You can see FaZe. They're trying to get through. I skimmed through it. They can't get there. Down they go. Carolina. They win the first map. And then we get to the map number 2. We get to the map number 2. This is where things get interesting. Little bit of drama here. First and foremost, let's watch the round. Okay, this is where the drama started. It was the 1-1 round here in the S&D. Somebody from Carolina lagged out. Now, we've seen this before. He goes by the name of Kason. We've seen scenarios like this before where somebody lags out in the beginning of a round. The round gets played out, and we get into all kinds of
The
fugazi.
round should never be.
I agree. It should never be played out. I don't know why they're playing.
But
they won the round, Ben. They won the round.
Match going on this CD at a time. The round is about to start and it's 3v4. If I am the ref, I'm not. This game should be paused or immediately ended. End of story, because this round should never get played to begin with. You have an opportunity to prevent those 4v3 situations that's fucking happening right now.
Regardless,
are the refs not paying attention? Are we getting paid to watch matches and we're not watching?
The
We gotta
last
watch
time
dishes
they were getting
here.
paid to wash their dishes
They
in
were
the
washing
background.
Bro,
fucking
it's
dishes.
unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
No, I've been saying this, bro. The referees need to be held accountable more, bro. Like I feel like the referees don't like some of them. I don't want to say all of them because I'm sure there's good refs in the league, but there's some refs that simply don't give a fuck. They literally don't give a single fuck.
Both teams, and you open up Brandon's tweet. You had Fellow respond and you had Simp respond. Both of them were like refs were totally silent during the situation. I'm sure they're trying to maybe get some like information on whether or not they should pause this. But I feel like
Good angles from
4v3, the
Gwen.
round's about to start. It's an insta pause. Like
Yeah.
it's not even a fucking hesitation.
Nah, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't there. But like the thing is, bro, at the beginning of a game map, like that's like the most important time to like make sure that you're there. Like there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Dashi, he came out and tweeted after the situation. This is what he had to say. He said, why does Carolina get the round win in that 1-1 lag out round? Basically get to free roll the round knowing you have a back pocket replay if you lose, and same president to set, or am I tweaking? I agree.
How
with
does
him.
Brandon know that word? The fuck?
It's a good word, right? It's a good word.
It's a good word. W word.
President. That's a fantastic word.
Precedent.
It's precedent.
No, president. It's the president of the United States.
Sure. Okay.
But I agree. I think with Bruce, it's like a free round for them. Like bro. If that's the case, you pull the plug, you play 3v4, and you're like, oh fuck it, we're good. Like we win the round, we get a dub, we lose, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Scrappy said you're brain dead in the chat. Yeah, the guy calls to me in Rocket League. He's fucking in here.
Damn, my bad.
Yeah, he's fucking unbelievable guy. Hit the ball. Worry about hitting the fucking ball. Okay, precedent. Okay, there you go.
Precedent.
Good job. And you didn't know that word?
Fuck no. That just looks like president.
It does look like it's what I'm saying.
Christ, bro.
Oh my god, bro! I actually am too addicted. But scroll down. You have the fellow response below it, where he talks about it as well.
Hold
as,
on. Did I
Tim.
just get poked by Joe Biden in the TeamSpeak? Did somebody say
Bro,
president?
don't fall for MC bullshit. Don't fall for MC bullshit, bro. Don't even entertain it. Like,
Yeah, MC's
move
poking
on.
me as Joe Biden in the fucking TeamSpeak.
what
Bro.
did,
What's
what
wrong
did he
with this
say?
guy?
Was it stream appropriate or no?
No, he said, did somebody say president with a question mark? That's what he said.
Dude,
It's Joe Biden.
I actually hate this kid so much. But anyway, scroll down. Let's see what fellow said.
Yeah, so I'm scrolling down. First thing I see is Kason. He said they pulled the Kason cheese. Which is funny. That's actually fucking hilarious. Fellow said, I agree. As soon as it happened, we got no reply. Lose-lose situation for the other team. Also, fellow agreed. Like, you know, they
If you
agreed.
click on that tweet, then I know you.
Well, I'm scared, Ben. There might be titties there.
I know you want to be careful.
You know
but
what
Tim
I'm
also
saying? I
replied.
gotta be careful. It's Twitter, bro.
Yeah, Twitter's rogue. Shout out Elon, not clean up the bots, but
You know
yeah,
what I mean? You don't know what's there, Benjay.
Yo, I heard Benjay likes those hidden tweets, dude.
He does, bro. He does. He likes the
Ben
hidden
clicks on
There's
tweets.
no-
every
there's no
nudes in
G-
profile.
Yeah, here we go. There's no Jacob like situation going on. I mean, look, I will keep saying this on this show. The lack of transparency from the league about these decisions, what a clause in the rule book using in making decisions and explaining it to the audience is very poor. They rely on the broadcast to do it, and the broadcast is more concerned about getting back in the action and quickly getting it through. I really think next year they need to have a better strategy on social media on how to address these issues. It will hold the refs accountable, will hold the league accountable. If I were a player or a team, I'd want that. These situations are happening too often online and on land, and we're tired of it, bro. We're tired.
Yeah, agreed. Then we get into let's get into the S&D a little bit. We get into the 4-3 round. Obviously, a really nice 3v4 from Carolina. They just broke FaZe down on the site. Gwyn finds a nice angle on the 1v1, catches MC slipping there. But it's a 4-3 round. Carolina, 3v3 situation. They get the bomb down. FaZe was able to retake this. I don't know if there's something in Carolina's setup that kind of went wrong here, but FaZe do a really good job just using that smoke and working around the smoke. They smoke out the tank, so the cross is unseen. They use the smoke to challenge the guy Tractor. They take him out back. If anything, I just feel like the guy Tractor shouldn't be the first one challenged. I think number 3 should like hold his cross and like try and put some shots down, and then he can play off of that. But instead, he chows and he dies right away. Now the guy Square is like kind of chalked because he gets tagged up. He's by himself, and he ends up getting traded out here.
I think the problem, Tom, is the smoke goes down, and the
it's a good
guy
smoke. It was a
blocked
good
is
smoke.
just really concerned about a guy close like Tank challenging him. But you agree, like I agree with you on that. I think
They played around the smoke. It was a good
smoke.
play.
The smoke causes chaos. It's a good play.
Yeah, well, they also just put it in a good spot. They put it in the spot where it just kind of like makes the tank useless, and they can kind of just focus on, the Tractor and the Square. So really good retake here from FaZe. Any other problems, Chris and Pat? Anything you saw there in Carolina's setup that they could have done differently?
I think FaZe played it really well for the most part.
No, the retake was actually good. Wait, hold up. Wasn't there a weird ass round where like someone died and then they respawned?
They
Yeah, it was like in the
respawned?
beginning. Yeah, Tim respawned in a round.
Yeah, wait. You know what's funny as fuck is that,
happened
the same
before.
thing
That
happened to
before.
us.
Yeah,
the
it
same
did.
fucking thing happened to us against FaZe.
Against FaZe, a high rise, right? Wasn't that a high rise?
Fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
Land, major one.
It was
AG
high
got
rise.
first blood, and then fucking he respawned end of the game. Or actually, no, we won the first round. All right, I don't know what the fuck happened,
Yeah,
but
I
no, you
remember
didn't. It got
something
replayed
cheese
here.
happened. It was definitely cheese.
You guys
whatever
lost
happened.
around. You didn't lose.
yeah, and then we fucking lost a round, and then we lost the and then we lost against them.
Is this because the refs are manually saying the rules? And if so, like I just
Take a
how
look
are
at the
rules so
2-piece
bugged?
here from TJ. They
Man,
could.
bro.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
single
they are,
pushes.
unfortunately.
Single pushes from
that's
Atlanta
also
FaZe.
fucking unacceptable. And
Well, actually, I mean,
Our
we
rule sets still
we
don't
got
work?
told. Actually, hold up. We got told it was a glitch, quote unquote.
how?
I said he.
There's
Tell you.
1 in a million chance that someone just respawns.
I don't know. That glitch never happened to us. I'll tell you that.
Ant, have you ever won a
what?
map, but the game gave you the loss? Has that ever happened to you, Ant?
Fuck no.
Here we go.
Because I won a map before, Ant, but the
Was that
game
was
just...
that Arsenal? Was that Arsenal hardpoint or
Nah, it
control?
was
Seaside Control.
Seaside Control.
Or yeah, Seaside.
We
yeah, that's
won the
what-
fucking map, and then the game said we lost, and then the referee
Nah,
was
wait,
like...
hold up. Wait, didn't Jerry? He was like, "Oh man, we got the win, man."
Yeah, he
Because
was,
it
he was
had-
making me
it-
lose fucking full in the
It
background,
happened
bro.
to Seattle
Nah,
earlier in
see?
the event. That's why.
Yeah, but it's
Yo,
Seattle.
have you
Brother,
ever,
we
have you ever
won the
won
map.
a map and you're about to start the third map, and then the ref comes on stage after the map and goes, "Hey, did you have a perk on last game that's not allowed that did absolutely nothing?" And then you forfeited on land?
Damn.
Because I did, Tom.
Damn, I remember that.
I
Didn't
did.
Lacefield had it on, right?
He had a default sniper class that had hardline on.
But he broke the rules, Slay. He broke
It's
the
a default
rules.
class. What?
You should- you
It's in
shouldn't
the
have sele- you
rules.
shouldn't
Slay,
selected
I
the
won the
default
map.
class.
I won the map, Slay.
Wait, hold on, Pat. He shouldn't have selected default class if it had
No.
been.
No, but the CDL rules wasn't fucking updated yet. This was in
Yeah, but
January.
you guys ran and agreed to the rules before the event.
Bro, we won the map.
Okay.
And the perk that he had on was hardline,
Which is
that
a bad
would
perk.
that would give you streaks if you get one less
Yeah,
kill. He
100%.
didn't get enough kills to get any streaks.
Yeah, but the perk was
no,
banned.
it doesn't matter. It didn't do anything. That's like having no perk in that slot. It did nothing.
But you agreed to a rule. Okay, I'm not gonna argue this
No,
with you.
bro.
Look at the
there's-
plays here
this
from
is the
MSA.
problem.
This one I
This
hate.
is the
I hate
problem.
your
And
argument
it
about this
goes
shit,
to
bro.
Tom's point, and it goes to Shotzzy's point, and it goes this whole ref point. You have to apply common sense to rules.
You do.
You just
Listen,
have to.
You
Listen,
don't.
we're gonna get Adam Mapp on an episode, and I'm gonna have Adam.
Even
talk
with
to you.
Adam Mapp here,
I want to see what
you
Adam says
have
about that.
to apply common sense to rules. Period. You have to.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No,
We'll
you
see
do.
Adam's thoughts.
Here
You
now,
have- bro, there's no argument there. If you don't think common sense should apply to every rule in esports, then you're
'cause it
part
gets
of the
you- 'cause
problem.
It gets you out of sticky situations, like when your
Bro,
teammate
I don't give a
puts on a
Tom,
class of the band.
Tom won a map. I don't
won
give
a
a fuck
map,
if Tom
man.
wins a map or
we got
loses a
screwed
map.
for sure. Yes, yes, he definitely got screwed.
You're not on the team. What do you mean we?
I was managing the team at the time. That's
Did you say
therefore
we, Tom?
he said
Therefore
we.
we.
He
Who the
said
fuck
we.
is we?
I was across the ocean in Atlanta with my
weren't even
fucking
there.
FIFA player losing full. I got fucking Tommy texting me. I'm getting
Bro,
like
If
What?
you have to apply common sense to rules.
Bro, I
period.
swear, Ben talks about his job like he had the hardest job in the world, bro. You booked our flights,
yeah,
bro.
because I had to deal with you.
wasn't
Bro,
there.
you booked
I
our
had to deal with
flights,
you
bro.
and
Not the
Dylan.
flight
Yeah, it was
book
definitely
cheese,
difficult.
bro.
Listen, managing Tommy.
He was a
and Dylan's
team
combo
manager.
chat,
He was a
let me
team
tell you.
manager, bro. He got us
Let
snacks
me-
and he booked our flights, bro. That's what he did.
Let me tell you, managing you. Yeah, telling you to delete tweets and
You don't even do that for us.
Don't get me fucking started, bro.
No, he right. He doesn't even get it. Now he orders food without saying anything. That's what he does.
That's true.
We at events we all order food together. And then I go get drinks for everybody. Yeah,
Nah, I'm
okay.
just busting your balls,
okay.
Benjay. Benjay, I'm just busting your balls.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You're a
bitch.
good guy, Ben. You're a good guy. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
you're a guy too. I just you're roasting my job managing you and Dylan, and let me tell you, it's a full time fucking job with
Yeah,
you
no,
two.
we used to
Wait,
troll
Dylan
him.
attached?
Yeah, we used to troll him.
My
We used to
bad,
troll
Dylan.
him. Yo, round 11. Let's talk about the round 11. I think Zach takes a crazy chow here in the round 11 because Clay finds first. He finds first blood here. I don't know if he tried to maybe catch Clay slipping, but Clay just does a really good job here. He's able to find the first blood. He backs on up and is able to play his life as well. And we kind of see with Atlanta FaZe, like they seem kind of stagnant. It almost seemed like they didn't know what to do. And then I didn't know what this was. Abizi tried to play through dark by himself with bomb. He tried to waltz through dark. I don't know if because it was a 3v4, he was trying to make a play, but 3v4 situation, you know where Clay's at. I thought they still had an opportunity, man, to maybe do something, maybe get together and do something there. But it was just a lot of solo chows from FaZe. And Carolina was able to put him in a blender and pick him apart one by one. Great plays from Clayster there at the end of the S&D there. Got close. Got definitely pretty close there, but Carolina was able to close it out there in round 11. Anything you guys would have done differently if you were Atlanta FaZe there at the end?
Yeah, they never really had a round where they like
don't know.
aggressively like.
They just
tried to
kinda
take
slow
A
played
straight.
it.
A lot
I mean,
of their O's
I
were
would've
definitely
won.
B based or pick based. Like they
How
tried to
would
play
you have
slow
won,
offenses.
Pat? What would you have done, Pat? In a round 11 offense, what was it? What's a good strat you would do here, Pat? What's a good strat here?
It's very simple. It's literally the simplest thing you can do.
Okay.
When you're the better team, okay, and it's in these moments, you
Right.
go, you in your head, you go, who's the worst player on their team?
Okay.
That's the first question you ask during the round countdown. Who's the worst player on the other team?
I know where you're going with this.
You
I know where you're
identify
going.
the worst player on the other team.
you single him out?
Then you ask, where does he play on the map? And you've obviously watched VOD, so you know where he plays. And then you just hit the guy who you know is the worst player on the other team, and you get a free first blood, Tom.
Yeah.
From there, you just
It's
trade out,
honestly a
you win
good
the round.
strat, Pat. It's honestly a good strat.
The only problem, Pat, is if you're assuming in a
not bad.
situation that it's like, like a Clay Fellow combo, they did a lot of B Street hits in this map. They didn't really do a lot of like action A, heavy like early A Street to try and get early blood. There's a lot
Nah,
of B
there's single
stuff. So when
blood.
they ran again, when they ran again in round 11, they just kind of get funneled. So
Yeah, good
Only
plays
issue there.
from Carolina there. Then we get into the control. This was the only offense that was won in the invasion control was the first round by FaZe. The rest of it was just the defensive wins. FaZe was able to win out and ended
You
up
guys
being a
think we get
3-1
rid of this
victory.
map before the end?
I actually think
No,
it plays
shocked.
well on LAN. I think it plays well. I think on LAN it's more exciting. I don't know
I feel
why.
like it's more exciting because people break down round 5, but
Yeah.
we still go round 5 every time.
We didn't go round 5 today. FaZe won this
I
offense
go
here.
on LAN, we do on LAN.
On
Like
LAN,
it's
yeah.
round 5 every time.
Which
people have been starting to win more offenses on this map. It's kind of.
I mean,
hasn't
yeah,
necessarily-
if you compare like a top 4 to a bottom 8, sure, but I'm talking about like a good team versus a good team. It's a round 5 guarantee.
But I could have sworn for a second I saw them cap that there. I mean, it didn't really matter. This is what happens after the fact. A minute left to play. Carolina was able to scrape by and get them off for the point. But it's what happens after this. FaZe gets a whole nother wave here. It's Drazo who catches TJ. I think the sound horn was there. He pushes through mid. Clayster doesn't even realize. Draws finds suit, and take a look at this. Gets on the head. He takes down Gwyn. There's 3. I mean, Draws just completely breaks down the
Clay
setup.
was shooting Simp. I
Yeah,
think.
he was
That's why
distracted, but I almost feel like he could just stay down and watch mid. I mean, Draws makes a good play nonetheless. You know, I don't know what the call out was from TJ. I don't know exactly what he said, but it was just great plays from Draws. He's able to find 3, pinch around, block the spawns, and now you just look at the life advantage, and it's 2-8 in favor of Atlanta FaZe. Fellow, he gets pushed up here in the middle of the map, but he kind of gets traded out here, and last guy up is Gwyn. Down he goes. Atlanta FaZe just making use of their time and playing aggressive and finding those kills when it matters most. It's a really good play from Draza to help them win that offense. Again, they win out the
It's really
defenses.
funny, actually. Like 30 seconds before that, FaZe actually could have probably capped that point. They all shot out of the back to try and get all the kills. Instead of winning on ticks.
Then we get into the 6-star. I'll be honest, bro. When are these FaZe be shooting bodies too much, man. They be shooting bodies too much, bro.
I love it.
You want me to MC in here so you can argue this with him?
I mean, I just figured there's got to be eventually Crowder's going to lose composure, bro. Eventually Crowder's got to lose. He's going to lose full.
But they're both in the chat right now. So, I mean, if you want to.
Are they? I mean, if Crowder's in the Crowder, are you going to lose full eventually with some of his body shooting? Like, are we going to see MC out in the open one shot, lighting somebody's body up at champs? You know what I mean? Like, or what's going on here? Because, bro, there was a couple times. There was one time in his map where Sim could have threw a stun and slowed him down white, but he was just sitting over somebody's body, just lighting him up. Right here, boom, look. He could have stunned mid. Instead, he's lighting his guy's body up. Then he dies. Then Draza dies in the back. And luckily, I think it was Atlanta FaZe who ended up holding on. MC finds 2. Abizi finds the other one. They get the back spawns. They're good to go. You know, it's not costing them or anything. It's obviously hilarious. I love the body shooting as well. But it's just hilarious. It's just funny to me. When it doesn't matter if they're down 0-2, down 1-2, it doesn't matter what the situation is. They're shooting bodies, bro. And you got to think eventually it might come back and
it
hurt
almost
them.
cost him that control at the fucking last event, right?
When MC was standing out in the open.
Yeah, I'm controlling.
But it didn't, Benjay. But it didn't. Also, that's a stair glitch from Gwyn,
close,
but he got out of it. It was a stair glitch from Gwyn, but he got out of it real quick.
Yellow card.
Yellow card. Little yellow card there because he was in it for a split second, but he's good. But I want to go over towards the P. This is going into the P2 hard point. We actually had a listen in here with the Carolina Royal Ravens. Let's tune in to listening with Carolina, and then we'll break down kind of what happened here at the end of this map. Let's tune in and see how Carolina sound.
I'm picking up him dead. Picking up the deep right.
Backman on me.
I'm shallow.
I'm not mid right now.
He's in shallow, I think. I have it. They're hitting you all, Tyler. Weak. Dead. One. Back dead. Half health. All right, last 2 no. We're good. No. They're both in. Tell him one.
One shot.
I haven't touched down time. They're gonna be outer. On us, okay?
We should have put it back.
I'm holding mid. They could be mid. Could be you to right. One's close front on me. Let's double team shot this, okay?
Yeah.
Or nobody mid. If they do the
back on me. Back one shot, bro.
Front up. I needed it.
130 deep. We're gonna be elbow.
I'm looking elbow. Elbow. What? Challenge.
What dead?
Nice.
I'm out.
I have a trophy. Slow down. They spawned in the back.
Deep water, bro.
I'm in the back. One went outer shack to wood stairs. 2 of them.
Lobby.
I'll help lobby. 2 of wood. I have the back 2. In the back 8 dead. 2 wood.
Nice, I'm on the street.
4. Block the back. I blocked it.
On the street here.
Simp one shot mid. He's DJ. I have your lobby. Just land the lobby. I have your lobby. We're good. Just look wood.
They're gonna hit me front hop, bro. Back on LP, bro. Get all this time.
Nice. Looking your wood. Draws are new on me. Half health.
No, they did not hit this.
One push out our side.
Did he?
He's like our side. Here, Tyler, let's double chow this. He's gonna be on the nade. Wait. I'm gonna nade it.
Nading it too. Hold up. I'm cool, but stick it on.
Wait, there's Draws at one push.
Nice.
I got the guy pushing. Backside hill, one shot.
Oh, I'm getting naded, bro. I have a
He's
trap
their
down.
side hill. Let's push out Ty. I'm on their stairs. I'm laying down on hill.
I'm going to pause the listening real quick. Because, Ben, look what happens, Benjay. Look what happens, Ben.
Why do I say
Look what happens, bro.
Never watches it,
bro.
Bro,
He pinches, he finds 2. They gave it up. And then watch what happens as we play this out. Watch what happens again. Look, Abizi ends up hitting it. Look, number 6, they get the kills. Then everybody from Carolina floods the point. And look, Abizi hits a little pinch here. TJ gets 2 with a streak. Right? Abizi hits a little pinch and listen to comms.
You don't call this guy out?
Nah, they didn't realize the pinch. They had no idea that he was on the pinch.
They called him out middle, but nobody thought it was
Right, they called him out mid-U. But the Abizi just hit the pinch, and they were definitely shocked after the pinch came in from
Scrap,
from
what
Abizi.
time in the hell are you saying he was stair glitching lobby?
Who was stair glitching lobbying? Clay not stair glitching the fuck out of
Clay.
lobby? Where lobby? What's he calling lobby? The white? Is he calling lobby white? I'm actually going back right now to go look at it and see what the fuck he's talking about. They was stair glitching? Listen, Scrappy, take it up in the fucking GA chat, brother. What do you want? Take it up. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, right here. Is Clay stair glitching here? Is this a stair glitch? That's definitely I think that is a stair glitch. I think that is a stair glitch there. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Stair glitch? Ben, Chris, Pat, Ant, you're a player.
Is
stair
he
glitch?
crouched behind it? Yeah.
He's laying. Is he crouched? Oh, he might
It
be
looks like he's
crouched.
crouched.
Oh, he might be crouched actually. Yeah, I think he is crouched.
MC said he was crouched.
He was
Okay,
crouched.
he's crouched.
Then he's good. Then he's clean. He's clean, Scrap. He's clean. He's clean, Scrappy. He's gone. Clayster's crouching there, so he's fine. Then we get into the listening. Then I want to go over towards the end game here. I want to go towards the end game here because I don't know what happened here. Somehow Carolina lost spawns here at the end of the game. So you can see I have it paused. Carolina, they're picking up the last few seconds here at Old. FaZe is able to win some fights at Old. 2 guys go down Old. 1 guy's pushed out front. And just like that, Carolina, they just get blended instantly. What happened here with Carolina? Well, do you think they're just too far pushed out? They're playing too aggressive at Old? I mean, what do you guys think it is? Chris, what do you think?
I'm trying to watch this.
So it kind of just plays out, and Fellow makes a good play. He finds 2 with 10 seconds left. I mean, I don't know. I would go front
they're
here.
doing this fine. What the hell? do they
TJ
do now?
enforced mid. TJ tried to enforce mid. He dies you. Tyler dies Old. Now you have Gwyn and Water. He dies. Clay's probably like, what the hell just happened?
I mean, the guys in the middle are trying to do too much. Like TJ, I mean, if TJ would have pushed out you and got a kill, it would have looked like really good. But like, he doesn't need to. He can just hold over number 2. Number 2 and 3 hold tight setup here. Number 4 is in a, I guess, decent spot, but I think he might get spotted. Does he get spotted by number 8?
Nah, I think Carolina's pulling.
He does.
the-
He
got,
does
yeah,
'cause they
he
need
does.
him.
He does because
Nah,
he got naded.
but Carolina's pulling. They're pulling the Minnesota, bro. Like they shouldn't overplay this. They shouldn't overplay this all time. If anything, like you play blue and you try and work a crossfire with Tyler, and you try and play like exits, or you try and get them coming through white, like pushing through
Yeah,
mid.
but I think-
TJ should be baiting Fellow on this hill on the like on P1.
I
Should be
agree.
baiting the fuck out of
I
him.
agree. He shouldn't have
And then
ran
the other
you.
guys
He shouldn't have ran you.
I
there.
mean, the guy that pushed out front, again, he's kind of doing too much. If he got the timing and number 8 didn't see him, it would have looked like a great play. But again, he just gets spotted, which is unfortunate. But he just didn't need to run to you.
Yeah, and then Clay's obviously by himself. It's just I just thought Carolina overshot there. I thought they had a good rotation. I think if they play some crossfires, might be able to play a wave. But just great heads up play from Atlanta FaZe. They were able to just win the fights through mid. They take care of the guy in pool, and that's what FaZe does, right? You give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and they kind of just ran away with this one here. So really good plays there to kind of break on in. I thought maybe if Carolina hold there, looks a little bit different, but good plays from Atlanta as the rest of this kind of plays out. They end up jumping in here towards the end. They end up locking down a little bit, but it's just the rotation where they win. Sim won some big fights here. Him being in the middle of the map here was huge. He wins a big one, and then I thought he was going to get taken out by Gwyn, but he takes care of Gwyn as well. See you later. Gwyn dies. It's going to push back Carolina just a little bit more. You can see the spawns coming in. They're spawning pretty deep. Only 1 guy pushing through front. Carolina, they get funneled here, and this one was all she wrote, man. We end up going to a last and final map. Any final thoughts on the map 4, gentlemen? Any final thoughts?
Now move on.
All right, let me get to the last map here. A few things just to talk about. One is the back it up, T-Fail. Dante was in the watch party. He was like, back it up, T-Fail. Back it up, T-Fail. And he wasn't backing up. He was sitting here. I don't know how long he was here. He had a shit ton of time to back up. You can see him. He's already there. Number 2, Fellow. He's here. He's getting stunned. He's getting naded. He's putting shots down into a BZ. He's got a guy sliding close. We thought Tyler was just going to slide the hell up out of here, but instead, he was just kind of caught. He kind of got caught with his pants down there. He tries to chow. He goes taken down. They trade the guy on bomb, and just like that, FaZe have control of the bomb now. So good plays coming in from FaZe as they're able to break on in. Good teamwork, good coordination. They work some trades, and just like that, it kind of breaks down. Did you guys all think T-Fel could have maybe backed up there?
Yeah, because Clay did so much work in the beginning of that.
He was there
on
for a
that
while,
situation
man. He
to
was there for a
stall
long time.
they stay alive, I think they probably win this instead. Like I think they just give FaZe the opportunity to actually get this retake to happen.
Yeah, I agree, and I definitely think right here Tyler can maybe back up, play with his teammates. Instead, he just kind of gets caught out, and it ends up costing them the round there. So maybe a little bit of a misplay there from those guys, but nonetheless, good plays coming in from FaZe. They get aggressive. They're able to trade out on site. Now, all Gwyn needs to do here is get one kill, but they know where he's at. They kind of pinch him in. MC makes a good heads-up play, hopping on that bomb before it's too late, while Simp pushes him out. And Simp able to get that kill there, able to win the round. Good retake coming in from Atlanta FaZe. Then we go over to the next round. How many times have we seen Boston plant the bomb here at B, but then it just completely collapses because they're just singling shit and playing bridge and just doing a lot of dumb shit? You see Atlanta FaZe, they challenge it. They still challenge middle. They don't give up on it. They use their tags. They stay pushed up. They all challenge together, and they all get the kills. It was good plays. If you're going to challenge, you challenge together. If you're going to back up, everybody should back up, right? I think that's what we've always talked about, is just making sure whatever you do the same thing. And they get a good, just clinical round there. Get with a quick B-bomb plant. They're able to get there, win the quick offense. They go up 1-3, and then we go into the 3-4 round. In my opinion, this is just a really important round. Carolina can tie it up at 4, or FaZe can go up 5-3. FaZe, they end up doubling back here. Look at how they play to start of this round. They end up going towards mid. They're going to throw all these tacks here through mid. They kind of almost decoy Carolina a little bit. Kind of brings a lot of Carolina Royal Ravens to this bomb site here. They kind of rotate back, and look what FaZe does now. After those tacks, they cut right through lobby. They go side door to A. And just like that, they completely broke down Carolina. They broke their ankles clean here. And you were able to get a full bomb plant on A. Now it's just a retake here for Carolina. You can see the routes that they tried to take. They tried to send 3 around the back while somebody slow played their side. And it was MC who was able to find 1 kill there. He's trying to stay alive. Finds a second there. The trades come in, and Atlanta FaZe just begin to run away with this one. I love how FaZe used the tags to kind of decoy
their
there.
setup there is really good too, because it's everything you want in a post-plan setup. Like they're not getting kind of hemmed in, but they're still kind of pushing out the lanes, and they're also giving themselves opportunities to finesse and get each other's trades. Like you saw the 3-1 setup that Carolina had in that retake we saw before. Yeah, Clay was able to stall, but then the situation with T fell where he felt the pressure. I thought that was a really good set from FaZe, and yeah.
Tupac, I'm sure Crowder, RJ, all the FaZe boys, sure they've been talking about their search game, trying to get it as good as possible. And then we go into the last and final round. I'll just let it play out so you can see how Atlanta FaZe was able to find some picks here. They pretty much just picked Carolina. They were able to get a couple kills here and make it a 4v2 situation. It was Carolina who tried to make a play onto this B-bomb site, and FaZe, they do not pussy out. They just hit it. BZ jumps the corner, finds a good first blood. Simp is there for the trade. It's the Terrors in again. 4v2 situation. Bomb on site. This is unlosable now unless they just completely troll. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the last series of the day? Atlanta FaZe, Carolina. Any final thoughts, guys?
I mean, Carolina had to close it out with the control. We've seen that just been their issue. They're not winning map 4s. They're not closing out map 3s, and they go up 2-0. They have been up in all 3 of the series. They have played this split, and they have lost all 3 of them in game 5.
Yeah. Granted, FaZe, they try out some maps today. They tried out some maps, but...
Same with Toronto.
And I expect them to continue to.
I mean, they should. There's no point not to, right, Pat? I mean, you might as well just keep trying maps
They're
out.
an auto lock for 1 or 2 seed. Like, they're never going to miss winter bracket. So, yeah, I mean, they should be making sure they have the deepest map pool possible for champs.
Yeah.
I think probably more so because sub-base hardpoint, you're still really not going to play against, Scrap, and probably not going to play them against Toronto and Optic. So I think more importantly is that invasion search has been kind of up and down for them. But again, kind of a vein of form, because that one's going to be a big game 5er in a lot of series Atlanta has been all year.
That Miami win was big today, man. That was a big win. They needed that.
Yeah.
You can take a look at the standings here. I mean, everybody from 5th through 11th is fairly close. I mean, 5th through 11th is a 30-point difference.
So, Tom, so 70 points, from my understanding, 70 points might be like the 99% you're in. So Seattle's 2 points away, 20 points away, and Thieves is 25. The Seattle and Thieves and Miami potentially by the end of this week might be in a particularly good spot to like kind of lock in their spots. Then you really got 4 teams fighting for 1 spot basically at that point. So we may start to see some people lock in the spots here in the next week and a half.
Yep.
In my opinion, LAT, Miami, and Seattle are locked. Like, that's kind of how I see what's locked. and it's everybody else competing for this last spot.
Yeah, no, I agree. So what are the matches tomorrow? Let's take a look here and see what's going on here. Take a look at matches upcoming. We got 4 matches tomorrow. Let's run through these predictions and give our quick thoughts. We start things off. We got the Boston Breeze versus Seattle. I got Seattle in that one. We had the New York Subliners versus the Las Vegas Legion. I'm personally going to go with New York. I think New York has been looking a lot better. They took down a good team in Seattle today. I expect them to do the same tomorrow with Vegas. Even though Vegas have been showing some... They showed some signs of life against Optic, right? They've been, I mean, if Vegas can come out and look exactly how they looked last time, right, Pat? I think you said, right, the inconsistencies with 5 through 11th, right? It's just, what are we going to get, right? Like, what kind of teams are we going to see tomorrow? I think that's, like, the real question. So I'm going to go with New York. But if Vegas came out and looked good, I think that would be great for them. And then LA Thieves versus Carolina. I'm going to go with LA Thieves in this one. They're 2-0. I think they're hot. I think they're just going to ride this momentum. I think they're going to take out Carolina after a tough loss today. And then we got Miami versus LAG. I got Miami. I thought Miami looked better today. They got Vickle back in there. They're back to speaking Spanish. These guys are flowing. I'm going to go Miami with that one. Pat, you give it your predictions. Who do you got? You can just go 1 through 4.
Seattle, New York, LAT, and Miami.
Okay. Duarte?
I'm going to pick Seattle, New York, and I'm going to give you guys maybe a chance to catch up in predictions here or get a bigger lead. So I'm going to pick Ravens, and then I'm going to pick Miami with you guys again.
Chalk your lead.
Cool. Ben?
It's fine.
I have Seattle. I really wanted to find a way to pick Vegas in this, but I think New York's going to get it done. Thieves in a game 5, and then Miami.
Cool. And you want to do predictions, or you good on that, bro? If he's even in here, is he gone? He's probably gone.
No, if he's muted out.
He's gone. He's gone. No, he's muted out. He's muted out.
We bored the fuck out of him. It's all good.
I was gonna say, guys, in the comment section down below, if there's anything you want us to do, we don't have to review clips from some of these matches every day. I saw some people in the comments of one episode saying, "Man, like some of these matches are just a snooze and this and that."
Yo.
Right? Like, what's
You
up,
guys
man?
calling me?
Well, I was gonna say predictions. If you wanted to do some predictions.
Oh, yeah. Who? I got you.
Boston, Seattle,
Seattle,
New York, Vegas,
New York,
LA Thieves, Carolina.
fucking LA, Carolina.
LA, Carolina.
LA, Carolina.
Carolina. I actually don't even know for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Miami or LAG?
Miami.
Will Ben sink the pot? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Oh, Jesus
fuck?
Christ. Special guest has Benjay missing the putt today, ladies and gentlemen. Get your channel point predictions in.
I'm going to get my putter.
Guys, as I was saying, if you guys have anything that you want us to do, I know some of these matches haven't been the best. We'll obviously play this by ear and see how some of these matches play out tomorrow. But if we got some blowouts and some uncompetitive matches, we've been breaking down matches all year. So if there's any brackets you guys want us to fill out or any cool activities you want us to do or any ideas you guys have, please drop them in the comments down below. Obviously, we want you guys to have some fun, right? Like, if you're not enjoying some of these snoozy matches, we can hop in and do some other stuff. Chandler also made a little Quizlet for us, so I think we should do that sometime this weekend. I don't know if we're going to do it tomorrow or Sunday. For sure. But
you can do it tomorrow, because I don't think you're going to have Sam or you're going to have me on tomorrow.
Sam won't be on tomorrow either? I thought he was coming back.
I don't think he's getting in till late.
Oh, shit.
Well, if Ben's not here tomorrow, we might run through the matches quick. So yeah, we could probably hit the quiz.
Listen, guys, and I know there's gonna be people in the comments that say, man, they're not even like reviewing the games, they're not talking about the games and this and that. To be fair, I feel like we've been reviewing. We're getting to that point of the year now, guys, where I feel like we reviewed a lot of these maps. We're seeing a lot of the same mistakes, and you know, we kind of get the gist now. It would be good to do some just other stuff, right? Do some other stuff, have some fun on the show, and just, you know, play some mini games with the co-hosts and stuff. Things that I know you guys will enjoy.
Ben fucking parties. Look at the fucking alcohol in the background.
Yeah, bro. He was fucked up last night, Ant. You should have seen him this
wonder why
morning.
he's always fucked up, dude.
Tom knows me and Daltouche were in his chat. Absolutely, I've been drinking since 8:30 in the morning.
He's an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic. I don't know. He's got his slippers on today. He might hit the fucking paw. He always misses when his slippers are off. But when he's got his slippers on, I mean, oh, Jesus, fuck.
I knew it, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was 10 million channel points on yes. And there they go.
Did it roll in?
Oh no!
Wait, it rolled in.
Wait, did it
What the
roll
fuck?
in?
It doesn't
Yeah, I swear to
matter.
God,
You
it
missed
rolled
it.
in,
Nah, that
rolled
don't
in.
count, bro. If it rolls back down and shit, nah, you missed it, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
missed the
nah, yeah,
part.
you missed it.
You missed
same
it, bro.
putt
Sit
putt.
down. Sit. You got your lens shirt on. Show off the lens.
Did it roll in?
Big lens spam in the chat as he's got the lens
Bro,
shirt on. Look at
Take
this
a
guy.
dab, pen. Take a dab, fucking Ben.
Ben, take a hit, Ben. You think he's gonna take a hit live on a flank?
Does he have a pen?
Hey, Ben, take a hit. Take a rip of the papaya, Ben. Ben, take a rip of the papaya for the special guest.
Take a rip.
You take a rip.
A special guest wants to rip it up papaya, Ben.
You're going to bed anyways.
Yeah, sure. I gotta get up early though, because I gotta hit the course.
Bro, Ben, you don't got no papaya on you. You got papaya.
I do. I'm
Yeah,
preheating it right now.
And look, he's got papaya. Look at him. Look. Oh,
Yeah, rip
there
that
he
shit.
goes. There he goes. It's gotta be a blinker. It's gotta be a blinker. Where is it? Where's the smoke, Ben?
Oh,
Is it in there?
Hold
On, man. He didn't hit it. He didn't
Yo,
hit it yet.
he's doing some case on shirt.
What's going on, bro? What's going on? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
It's not hitting, Tom.
What do you mean it's not hitting?
It's like it's not hitting.
Benjay with a Penjay doesn't have. It's just
it
not
might be
hitting.
clogged. This cart might be fucked.
Yeah.
Blowing it.
Yeah, fine to like really like if it's clogged, like it's fucked. I'm not gonna see it for 10 fucking minutes trying to blow into it to like unclog it.
It's all good, man. Pat, how you doing over there, Pat? Pat, how you doing? You doing all right,
Dude,
bro?
This guy has a floating head, Tom.
Yeah, and you're in fucking heaven, bitch. Like, shut
Bro,
up.
stop wearing a black shirt or turn some lights on.
No, I mean,
bro.
Pat, how you
You need to
feeling? How
lock
you
in,
feeling about
Pat.
some of these matches, Pat? How you feeling about some of these matches,
Bro, I mean, Boston's playing tomorrow, Tom. They're already on life support.
No,
Like,
actually, no,
that one's GG.
No, they've been on life support, bro. They've been on that shit.
Like,
I mean,
man.
that's why I was saying,
Miami,
like,
LAG, shit.
we're getting to that point of the year now. We need to switch, like off seasons roster mania stuff, right? It in most of the season we can get into it, break down matches, but we're getting to that point of the year now. Some of these series, man, some of these matches, we'll change things up. We'll change things up for sure.
Public service announcement, Tom.
Go ahead, Slayer. Go
If
ahead.
you're
Pat.
a top 4 team and you allow these bottom 4 teams to win one map, you're wasting our time, Tom. They
You
need
wanna
to be
see
3-0 in
3-0s,
every.
Pat. You wanna see 3-0s,
The top
man.
4s, yes, bro. Just get rid of.
Because
I
they're
wanna see
testing
the
map
top-
pool, Pat. Everybody's testing maps.
I know,
That's why.
I get it, but still, man, they should be waxing them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, folks, on another episode of The Flank. We'll try and do some things to spice it up. I'm thinking this weekend we scale down on some of these clips and do some other
Let's get
stuff.
the Chandler quizzes going.
Yeah, we could get some things going. We got to figure out things to do. We could also do Q&As, like juicy topics. We could drop stuff in the community, anything in the comments. Like, bro, we could do anything on the show, man. We could still give our thoughts on the matches and talk about the matches. We're obviously still going to give a rundown of everything. We always want to give people an update, kind of what happened on the day, and give our quick thoughts. But if there's anything else you guys want to see in the show, let us know. Like I said, it's getting to that point of the year, man. So we're all really excited just to get Major 4 on our way, and of course, champs, and just get it going. And of course, obviously, some of these guys in the standings are very close to each other. So some of these matches matter a lot more than we think. So, we'll be tuning in. We'll get back to it. But guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, just make sure to use code TheFlank, guys, at steelseries.com. If you do decide to get anything, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out audio sites we're on. Oh, also, huge shout out to the special guest today, Shotzzy. I really appreciate Ant coming on from Optic Texas.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
show Ant some love. Thank you, Ant. Appreciate you hopping on as a guest today. Thank you so much, brother. So everybody make sure to show some love to Shotzzy down below in the comments, man, and in the chat, man. Everybody show Shotzzy some love, man. But guys, thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anchor.fm/theflank. Go check out at the Flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job. ZooMaa.gg for the merch. Take care. Brush your hair. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank, man. Take care.